One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Houston, we're copy. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Houston, we're copy. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Houston, we're copy. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
You can't hear me yet. Now you can hear me. Hi, everybody. Scott here, Sav2880 on Twitch. JD, you make a very good point. I think pinball is absolutely going to win tonight. It's probably going to go undefeated. It's probably going to do a wonderful job of kicking everybody's butt, and we are going to enjoy the process immensely. I hope everybody's having a wonderful night tonight. It is week 5 of Silverball League. I regret to inform you, you have already missed all kinds of fun that I'm sure we will talk about as the night goes on. Boo Bear, how are you doing tonight as well? I am glad you are here too. You've already missed us serenading one of our players, John Reams, and it is his birthday today. So hopefully between one of our feature games, you will get the opportunity to see him live on stream tonight, and we will give him a happy birthday wish as well. You'll either see him hopefully playing Deadpool, one of our feature games, or Attack from Mars. We've got that on the very, very end of the bar area. This is the first time we've had Attack from Mars up in quite a long time. One of my favorites, one of the all-time best pinball machines out there for sure. So we're excited for all of these games to be on stream tonight. If we need to do some swaps for whatever purpose too, we've got a couple we can swap to, but hopefully that won't be needed. I expect we'll have plenty of games on both machines to keep you guys busy tonight, and we've got plenty of level 1 stuff to talk about. We've got plenty of stuff coming up. Say no to drugs. Well, you know, it was the 90s. It was that time. That's what they did. That's what we talked about back then. So I get it. JD, we need to figure out how to get more cameras set up everywhere. Dude, if you want to make like the motorized servos and the scaffolding and everything to make that happen, dude, I would love you for it. It would be awesome, but it is an undertaking, to put it nicely, to get all of these games on stream. And all the shout outs in the world to Alex, who we'll get over here in just a minute. He's over playing Street Fighter right now, which is his other passion, the fighting game community. We'll get him over to enjoy that and have some fun. But saying that, he does an amazing job getting these cameras set up. He did all the setups for both of these tonight. So I am excited as heck that he helps out. JD, and I'm wondering what the limit of webcams via USB would be. We have 7, and I'm going to check camera number 7 right now. Hi, everybody. There's David. There's Abby. That would be DJ back there, and we're going to talk about the fun stuff he's doing in the bar, too. There's Brittany that just went off stream, and there's Chris right there, one of the other workers here who is super talented as well. Hold on. Underground. Love it. Look, Abby's even repping the level 1 gear. That's a pinballer shirt from here. I'm even repping the hoodie. You might have seen it last night on bigger streams. I'm just saying. Another beer to win. Happy to be part of the club, my man. Very, very happy to be part of it. I hope you guys are all in wonderful spirits. I know I am for sure, and I hope you guys are too. We'll get Alex over here in just a second, because I play in League as well as stream it. So we're going to need at least one more voice on here so you guys don't get dead air. We don't want to do that to you. We want to make sure things are happening all over the place, and we are going to do that for sure. Let's talk about what's coming up this weekend. In fact, I'm going to change the text on this to be more accurate, because March 10th, if y'all don't know, is this Sunday. This Sunday at 1 p.m., we are having the Bald and Pinball Charity Tournament for the St. Baldrick's Foundation. We will pull up the league standings and give you the information about that, which helps conquer childhood cancers, the St. Baldrick's Foundation is. Many of our female players, including Kit, who is actually just off camera over here to my right, is going to be shaving her head for the charity. So it's a 4 strikes tournament. It's $10 to enter. All the proceeds go to charity. We're going to have online donations as well. If for whatever reason you're not able to make it, it's okay. You can still donate and be a part of everything that we're doing online. And anything we can do to help the charity's cause, that's what we're trying to do. And we're going to have a hell of a time playing pinball all at the same time. I think we're going to have some raffles events in the bar as well. So plenty to do. And come and play. Even it doesn't matter if you are a super experienced pinball player or you're a rookie at it. It does not matter. Just come play. Come have fun. That's what we want everybody to do. So I'm sending a quick message here, and while I do that, the wonderful and lovely Jen Rupert is joining us. Jen, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Scott. How are you?
I am excellent.
Great, Scott.
Great Scott.
I'm just gonna sit here until my group comes and finds me.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing too. I haven't even looked at my group yet. I know Kit is in my group. Of course, we were just talking about her for the tournament this Sunday.
Yeah.
The same
Bald and pinball.
Bald and pinball.
I'm excited.
Yeah, which I apparently qualify for.
Yes,
Is
that's
this the Jen?
me.
That is Jen. Yes. Hello, second
Hi,
voice.
second voice. That's me.
We should show you who the second voice is.
Oh.
This is the second
I
voice
should
right
scoot
here.
over.
Yeah. Hi. This is Jen.
Oh, sorry.
This is Jen.
Hi.
She makes the stream look good. I don't. I'm already qualified for Sunday apparently, as you can see.
Oh.
Bald.
Oh man, everybody was trying to get me to get on it, and then I don't know
Yeah?
if you guys know that my hair is like all the way down to here.
Yeah, you have long,
So,
long hair.
it would be
You maybe
a-
have the longest hair out of anybody who's here.
I think so. I was. Oh, yeah.
Someone's got to, because it sure as heck isn't me.
No. Thanks. So I actually think I'm playing with John today, and I was like, oh, I have to play John on his birthday.
Yeah, he's going to be super inspired to play well now that we've
Sang
given him
happy
those happy birthday wishes.
And there's Kit.
Yes, there's Kit.
Yes.
What games are you playing tonight?
I don't even know.
Oh, shoot.
Like I said, I'm just.
I was
wait.
hopeful we were going to get John on stream for his birthday.
Mm,
That would be cool. That would be very cool, in
would be
fact.
very cool. Yes.
But I don't know if it'll actually come to be. Hopefully it does.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bald and Pinball on Sunday. I'm super excited about it.
It's going to be a lot of
It's gonna
fun.
be tons of fun.
We're going to have events in here, even if you're not a pinball player, and even if you don't play on a regular basis, as we said, just come play.
Yeah.
All the money goes to charity. You know, you don't have to be a pro player in any shape or form to come enjoy pinball.
Yep. Exactly.
And with it being 4 strikes, everybody gets at least 4 games in.
Exactly, and that's what's a lot of fun about it. And it hasn't really been like a knockout tournament here in a while. So besides
little bit.
Tuesday Blues,
Tuesday Blues Tournaments,
Yeah.
which is the second Tuesday of every month, I believe. Oh,
yes. Am I being beckoned, summoned?
Possibly. I don't think I'm being summoned. I'll have to ask him what's going on with that in a minute. Yeah, second Tuesday of every month, there is a 3 strikes tournament. And, of course, the seasonal tournaments, which are at the end of every season. I think the next one of those is going to be on April Fool's Day, April 1st.
Yes. Yeah, I think it's still in the middle of the season.
It is, but the date
So,
was so good. How can
it
you not
was.
have a tournament on April 1st?
It was, yeah.
We will be full on out for the shenanigans that day. No
Yeah.
doubt about it.
Oh, yeah. I remember really excited.
Heck yeah.
Yes. So,
But
Oh,
let's
yeah.
get to the games. I think hopefully we've got, well, let's see. We don't have anybody in Deadpool yet. We don't have anybody on attack. Hopefully we're going to have people starting on those machines pretty soon. Because, I mean, with the number of people we have playing in League every week, once this thing really gets rolling, probably in about 5 minutes or so,
yes.
someone will be playing almost every single machine in the whole place.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It's it's so great how much this league has grown, and like the community has grown in general too, and
It
so
has.
many like super just fun people to hang out with. And
It is.
again, if you don't even play that well, that's the majority of people that are here. All just come out to have fun.
Yeah.
Just come out to have fun, and this is the Monday night for them. So
If you can't see how easygoing everyone here is and happy-go-lucky and in such a good mood, you're doing it wrong.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I
You
agree.
just are.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a damn good bunch of people.
Yeah.
And it's why I have so much fun streaming it, how we have so much fun streaming it from Level 1's perspective. We want to share this with everybody else. Fun, I thought, well, we want to win. Don't get me wrong. I want to win. But when you're having some beer or having an adult beverage, if you will, hanging with friends, having
Yep.
a good time, it's all good.
Winning.
Winning.
Yes.
Tim Varney, thank you for that
Thank
follow.
You very much for the follow.
You now know when Level 1 goes live. And worth mentioning, as we talked about too, the Sunday tournament is going to be streamed as well. We're going to be
Awesome.
bringing all the action. We're going to have online donations for the St. Baldrick's Foundation. So you can support all the wonderful women who are shaving their head. You can support the conquering of childhood cancer just by watching and being part of the stream on Sunday.
Yes, and I think that's a great way. If you don't want to come out and play, you'll still be able to donate. Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Thanks for the cheers.
DJ's feeling himself
Yep.
right now. we got to talk about that in a minute too.
Yep.
Because let's see if anybody's on Deadpool yet. V-Bell, how are you tonight? I hope you are doing quite well where you are at.
Looks like we are doing a practice game with Trent and Deborah.
We are. Might just be Deborah. They might
Yeah.
be playing just a shared game here, just to get a little practice in on the machine. Two of the better players we have here. Trent, one of the best players in the entire world.
Yep. And then I'm going to do a quick plug real quick. And this Wednesday is Women's Night. So we are
Yes.
actual league night this Wednesday, not a for funsies day. So
That's right.
That
And-
season is coming to an end. We've got 2 more meets. We wrap up at the end of the month, and then we will go right into season 2 shortly
Yes.
after that. So
Super excited. I think kind of some of the other women's leagues in town are kind of getting wrapped up into this league. So this will be the
Yes.
preeminent women's pinball league in the entire city of Columbus.
yes, it will
And
be.
we love that it's being hosted here at Level 1 with all the wonderful people that work and play and are a part of everything we do.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to have some of those nights on stream.
We're
You know,
hoping
my
to.
Wednesdays are a little bit iffy right now for good reason.
Sure, absolutely.
Blame B-Bell for that. He didn't say that out loud, did I? I think I said that out loud.
We didn't hear it.
I'm bad. Nothing was said here.
Yep.
Everything was said here.
So, so if we're not able to stream it, then definitely come out. You want to talk about an easy-growing group of ladies? You know, it's even more laid back than
It is.
Mondays.
And you can
And-
always guest play in League too.
Absolutely.
Women's or regular, doesn't matter. Monday night, Wednesday night, it's all good.
So if
just come out, we'll get you in a group.
Exactly. So if you're thinking about joining, don't know if it's something for you, come out on Mondays, come out on Wednesdays. Guest playing is always welcome, and just see if it's a good fit. See if the shoe fits.
Yeah.
For sure.
And if nothing else, just come out to enjoy the machines, enjoy the people. Like we said, you don't have to feel like you're the best player in the world or feel like, hey, if I don't get a high score, it's not going to be fun. The group of people that you play with here, you're going to learn about the machines, you're going to enjoy it, and it's competitive, but it's super relaxed all at the same time.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep, it truly is both, and it's hard to find that mix in any kind of competitive scenery. It definitely exists here, and I'm super, super thrilled.
Yeah, and I'm excited that I found this place when I moved.
Heck yeah.
And I'm a part of the family, I'd like to hope and think.
We now both can call ourselves neighbors of Level 1
Yes, this is
with
very
how close
true.
we live.
Very,
Did you
very
walk
true.
over tonight, or did you drive over?
I drove. I drive. I drove. Yep.
Just cold enough that it's like
It's
driving
cold.
was the thing to do?
Yep, it's cold, so
I can understand
I
that.
drove over. I'm
Yeah.
a freeze baby, so not.
Mine is legit close enough that it's like, unless it's like 5 degrees outside, I kind of have to walk it.
Yep.
I kind of would feel bad not, walking over. It's like, I'm driving for what again?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, you basically just pull out of one parking spot and then pull into the other. So.
Basically, yes. That's what happens. It's that close by.
Yep. So.
It's that close.
Yep.
So
All
Deborah-
right. Well, I'm gonna see what's happening with my group.
Yeah, it sounds right. I think that one of the last people in our group just showed up, so we should be playing very, very soon. So hopefully we'll get Alex over here. If you can get Alex, he's over playing Street Fighter, or he was over playing Street
I'll grab
Fighter.
him.
Grab him up, we'll bring him over, and that way we can get him introduced to maybe some of the new people who are watching tonight, maybe
Yes.
for the very first time.
Yes, thank you to everybody joining us, coming back. We definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely, and thank you, Jen, for being a part of this. We appreciate everything you do
Oh.
to be a part of League and everything as well. So
Well,
thank you.
And I appreciate you, Scott.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
You are entirely too nice, and I will not turn it down. That is Jen Rupert, everybody. Hey, pimp your Instagram feed. Your Instagram feed. What is it? What is your Instagram where you post pinball stuff from locally around here?
Oh, I just do it on mine right now. But we do have Bells and Chimes now.
Bells and Chimes, yes.
So we do have, if you want to follow the Women's League, we can do at Bells and Chimes CMH.
Nice.
So at BELLESAND
Chimes.
CHIMES Chimes CMH.
Nice.
For Bells and Chimes Columbus. So,
Something's happening.
Oh, he's updating code.
Oh, Trent.
Yep.
Trent,
all right,
Trent.
I'm being
Trent.
summoned.
All right, you
Okay.
summon him. We're gonna give Trent a little bit of a hard time right now.
Alex is behind you.
Okay. Trent, okay. So those of you guys who don't know, the newer Stern machines, it truly is easy. It's so much easier now to update code on Stern machines. And those of you who know about pinball also know the code on those things gets updated all the stinking time. They are constantly doing bug fixes. I mean, it's almost like it's a live piece of software at this point.
Your question, I am on Deadpool, so.
You are in it, so is he gonna do? He is doing the update. Oh, he is doing the update first. Holy crap. You know what? We're going to keep it on here for a minute while he does the update, just because I think it's fun to watch this process. Basically, it's a small Raspberry Pi-esque Linux computer that's inside there. So all Trent has to do to update these things, as you can see, is take the back glass out, put a USB stick in, and update the code. Bo can probably tell us about this if he wants to sit down for just a second. This is Bo Pendleton. He actually works at Tilt Amusements with Trent Augustine.
How you guys doing?
Good, man. How are you?
Pretty good.
We are talking about the code update process because, it's a weird, geeky, technical kind of thing. But I think it's kind of neat that we're getting to see Trent do this and see how it's done.
Yeah.
It's open right now.
Okay. I'll be over in a minute. And you can talk about basically what this entails while I go play my ball one
Sure.
of bouncing around. Hello, by the way, hello, new voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically it's just download a file off Stern's website, put it on a USB stick, and bam, there you go.
It's right there. It's that easy.
Yeah. And the updates come out for all these machines probably, about once a month at this point, would you say? Or sometimes even faster than that.
The first year that they're released, it's probably, yes, once a month. In their second year, maybe once every couple months until the code's finished. But there's some games that we're still seeing like some minor updates on still.
Yeah, Metallica got an update a few months
not
ago,
too
and
long
that
ago.
game's now, about 5 years ago?
Yeah, it's 2013.
2013, so
Yep.
5-6 years ago. So, to Stern's credit, even though some people tend to give him a little bit of a hard time because the games come out not quite at a 1.0 level,
Yeah.
I would say Iron Maiden's a little bit of an exception to that,
Sure.
and that's why we give Keith Elwin all the love in the world.
Yeah.
Because that game was very nicely tuned very quickly. But they support their games for a long time and support it with code updates. So
Yeah, and you got to remember, it's the same as like any other game, really. When it first comes out, it's kind of in beta. You're buying early access, usually. And
you
then,
are.
And then until
that
it
is
gets to
that is
version
modern
1,
software development.
Yes,
for sure.
exactly, and that's what they're doing at Stern. Like that's just what they're doing with these games. Is just the same as video games.
That makes sense. Well, I'm going to let you talk to Alex for just a minute. We'll keep talking about this.
Sounds good.
I'll let Alex sneak in here because I got to play. So I will be right back.
Yeah,
I'll
good
let him
luck
know
on,
what we're talking
what was
about.
that, mousing around?
Mousing around.
Yeah, have fun with that.
The game, the Center Loop Simulator 5000.
Well, at least you're not playing Tales of the Crypt.
You're right about that. That's very true. Hang on just a second. Here comes Alex.
Some lovely downtime of Deadpool. The coda is going quickly at least. Usually they take about 10 minutes or so. Yeah, it's amazing these new games in the when you get into the back box area, there's not 5 or 6 boards anymore. There's just one little small board. It's that easy. Although you can't really see anything now. Looks like he's wrapping it up. They're updating Deadpool. Ooh, yeah, new code. Oh, yeah? No. No.
So he takes a bunch of pinball photos or whatever, but Gene put up like the grand transfer on Saturday.
Oh, that's exciting.
All right, I'm back over here. Alex must have had to step away
Welcome
for just
back.
a second.
Yeah, I don't know where Alex went. He was eating.
We may need him to go over and reset the stuff for Deadpool as well. I think he's just about done with the code update, so I'm going to switch over. We do have an Attack from Mars game we can
here we
talk
go.
about on ball 3. One of my personal favorites, and look at Tom. He must have
Wow.
had an extra ball because he's just plunging his ball 3. 1.7 bill, not a bad score on that particular game.
No, I'm sure he's feeling pretty good.
He should feel good. That's an excellent game.
Looks like he in a 3-player group.
Yep, 3-player group tonight. Typically the groups for League here are 4-player. If someone isn't here, they do get pre-plays. So we do have people come, and everyone who wants to can play a machine up to twice. Before the league season starts, we have like a Monday and a Saturday, and then the next Monday to do that. And that way, if you're not here, you still get a score. We just take your pre-play score and insert it into the league. So, people have different strategies on that. Some people, myself included, don't like to look at the pre-play scores. I'd rather look at just, I'm just going to play. I don't want to think about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Other people, now this league, it's not as big of a deal because your games are predetermined.
Right.
Other leagues where you can select the game you play.
That's when I want to know your pre-plays.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to a game you did not do good at.
I was going to say, so you're looking
Yes.
at the opposite perspective of saying, I'm looking at the game the other person didn't do well at, where I'm looking at it saying, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to take the game that I think I'm going to do.
Sure. Yeah.
But it is two very alternating strategies to it. Tough break right there for Nathan.
Yeah, he's not going to quite get there.
No, not quite.
I want to fix the camera on Deadpool before you play.
Yes. Hey, Alex, I have one more for you. We got to fix the Deadpool camera. Trent just updated the code. We'll put that on studio mode right here. I think that is Katie playing, if I remember her name correctly.
I haven't met her yet.
All
She
right.
looks like she's going for saucers, which might be a good strategy.
Not a bad one. $543 million right now.
What would you do
Not
in this
bad.
situation? You're ball 3. You need a lot of points. Yeah, it looks like she's going to pull it off.
I think I would go for. I would probably go for the next saucer.
Saucer, not multi-ball?
Not multi-ball. I mean, it didn't look like she was very close to it.
No, she would have had to light her locks, but
Okay. I think he moved it down because he had to open the score thing to put the USB stick in. Yeah, it didn't look like she had any of the locks done, and on
No.
this particular machine, I tend to have a hard time getting the lock shot. So
Really?
I probably would have gone just for the next saucer because completing that second, third saucer can get you 400, 600 million points. It can build up really, really quickly. Not to mention every shot on it is worth 50, then 60, then 70 million.
Right.
More and more every single time as well. So, trying to see if they're going to get a game going on it. I think Alex is hoping to get the camera switched over on Deadpool here.
yeah, he might delay him.
He's got it. Okay, so I'm going to switch over officially, and we can watch Alex do his thing while I go play some mousing around. So, Boo, here's your other peek behind the curtain. Here's what we got to do to get the USB cameras ready to go for you every single time that we do this. And sometimes Alex has to do this multiple times on a tournament night.
Yeah.
Because we get down to the final 8 people, and we don't have control over what machine's going to get picked.
That's the roughest thing about this.
It is. We don't have that awesome Papa
Yeah.
setup where we have cameras on everything. I wish we did, but if anybody would like to send us about a $10,000 tip,
Yeah, that donation
I'm
would
listening.
be great. Absolutely.
$10,000 tip. That's all it's going to take. We'll have cameras on everything by Friday. I'll be right back. Thank you,
Welcome to the booth, Alex.
Howdy doody. Let's see if we can fix this on this side.
Yeah, it's only a little lopsided.
Oh, not that one.
We have new code for Deadpool, and I don't even know what the changes were. I know they made a lot of things a little bit more stackable. I know little Deadpool is a little bit more lucrative.
Yeah, I don't know hardly anything about this game. Other than that's your, what, 2-ball, multi-ball?
Your first mode from Little Deadpool was a 2-ball multi-ball, yes, and then the next one usually is a Frenzy, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what the new code would have changed, but looks like John had a rough start there in the right out lane. All right, I better go play.
Alrighty. Okay.
Welcome back, everybody. I think we officially count as the OGs now, right? You and me?
For what?
This stream.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah. So we got 3 players. Who was our first player?
John Reamston.
Oh, John is on stream.
Yep.
Nice, the birthday boy.
Oh, it's John's birthday.
It
Okay.
is John's birthday. That's who
I-
we were singing for.
I didn't know if pretty common name. I didn't know which John. I don't know if John's the only John in our league, though, now that I actually think about it.
He may not be. I can't think of another John off the top of my head.
I'd be more surprised if he was than if he wasn't.
By the way, JD asking, how does that math, 10,000? I don't know, but you should totally go to PayPal and just drop that number in and see how it maths for you. I would be all for it.
What, a 10K donation?
10K. I said if we had a 10K donation, we'd have cameras on everything by Friday.
Oh, yeah, there's going to be an HDMI matrix, and there's going to be cameras on every single machine.
That's right.
And then probably have...
it's frozen up there.
Oh,
that's probably just the actual
that's
thing
probably
in the back.
the TV thing. We'll fix that in a minute.
Daryl.
Where's Daryl?
I guess I'll get it.
Yeah, that's how it would work. We'd have an HDMI matrix. We'd have HDMI cameras on everything. And so then by switching games, we wouldn't even be switching it from the computer like we do right now. Because as I said earlier, I think I was starting to talk about, and then we put it on my mic, we have 7 USB cameras on this desktop. I've actually added USB cards just for the purpose of adding USB bandwidth on different buses to make all of them work well. It can be a pain in the butt sometimes. You have to plug them in a certain way. You have to do a lot of things in a very weird manner. This is Chris Scott, by the way, a level 1 regular play and getting a little Deadpool jackpot. But yeah, if we had that kind of money to put into the stream, which would be freaking amazing, it would all be HDMI, and we'd be using external equipment to switch it, and our computer would be the happiest thing on earth. Trust me. Trust me on that. All right, I'm going to go play real quick while Alex does his thing. Oh, my, Alex is back there. Oh, my days. He's trying to get it fixed. I just saw an update real fast, but I don't know what's up with that TV right now. It's trying really hard. It is trying very hard to make all this happen. All right, I will be right back. I'm going to play Mousing Around real quick. Trust me, the way that game goes, it will be very quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Alex is still, like I said, trying to get everything working locally. For those who don't know, too, we have a TV that has a Chromecast in it because it's a modern TV. It has something in it other than a TV. And he is working on getting the stream actually playing above all of our players so that they can see the action live themselves. They can see what you're seeing at home right now. Wolfman! Yo, what's up, level 1 pinball players? What's up with you, my man? I hope you are having a great night. Hope you are having a very good time doing whatever you are doing. Hopefully that includes watching our man Carlos in his 37-hour-a-day stream. Don't think I didn't forget the exact number. 37 hours a day. Did you know that?
What?
According to Wolfman, Carlos streams 37 hours a day.
All my days.
I know, right?
37 hours a day, man. I wish I had that kind of time in a day.
Boy, do I wish I had that much time in a day. Get a lot more done.
Yeah.
Can't see anything except traffic? Well, of course you can't. That's what. And network traffic for 37 hours a day a stream. Take it to level 11. Oh, my days, our man, Chris, Keystone Defiant, just subbed to the channel. Thank you so much for that sub, man. very much appreciated. Thank you for being a part of the stream. That is 4 months, by the way, of subs for our man Keystone Defiant. Thank you so, so much. All of the bits and subs and everything that you guys do goes to support all of our streaming efforts at Level 1, and we are thankful and appreciative for every bit of it. And I have heard rumors. I believe they're unsubstantiated, only because I just made them myself.
Okay.
That a second emote is going to be on the way soon.
Oh.
I mean, we can get it now. Affiliates can have a second emote.
Okay.
So I think we need to make that happen. I don't know what. My brain has not gotten that far in the process yet. But I definitely think we need to find one at some point.
I just have trouble thinking of family-friendly things. My brain's always in the gutter.
Join the club. Join the club.
I would love to have Stone Cold flipping the bird, but I don't think that'll fly.
Yeah, we do try and keep it PG-13 here. You know, even though it's 21 and up in the bar, we want to, have a pinball environment such that on stream here that anybody can watch. Could we perhaps get that pinball logo that's on the shirt?
Is it this one? Or the pinballer
the
one?
The pinballer one, yeah.
That'd be pretty sweet.
That would actually make a very nice emote. That's a good idea. Can you get the graphic on that?
Daryl.
Daryl.
I'm assuming it's got to be somewhere.
Someone's got to have it. Someone that has some say in the matter has got to have that thing. Great little Deadpool multi-ball, by the way. And I can already see, look at on the Deadpool screen right there, too.
Oh, that's new, isn't it?
The spinner values, that graphic right there. There's definitely some new graphics that they put into the game. You should have a 3070 emote as a tribute to Laser. Dude, no, he needs that because I guarantee you he has enough subs for a second emote himself. I think you need to campaign Laser Los himself to make that happen. I think this mode is generally a new mode anyways, where it just shows Wolverine over there as well. But a good ball for Jen right there gets up to about 46 million on ball 2. Against the competition she's playing against tonight, that's a very, very good score. All three of these players are very good. I got to think this is one of the top 3 or 4 groups of the evening.
I would imagine so.
I would not be shocked in the least if it was. All three of these guys and gals have had great tournament finishes at level 1 and have done some pretty impressive things. Oh my days. Do you want people to sub to the channel or not? Well, okay, if it's a Kim head, they might sub.
Valid.
If it's a Scott head, I'm not sure about that. I'm just not sure. Wolfman, it's the logo that you get when you do subscribe to the channel. His nickname is Elwin. Say that quickly.
And if you actually look at the logo that's right there, like in between the player cam and the play field,
yeah.
The blue part outlines the L, the pink part outlines the 1.
That's right. Oh, that is a cool graphic. That's very much new for this version of the Deadpool code where they actually have the end graphic right there and tells you your total all at that same moment. Great final blow, 23 million for that, 39 million for Sabretooth mode. So just like that, Chris is in the lead after ball 2. Not that new. It's new to me. Maybe it's new for the version that's in it, but I don't remember the graphic accompanying the final blow right there. So that we might have been a version or 2 behind in the code, but when Trent comes and is playing the machine, you know he has every single one of those software updates ready and waiting at any moment's notice. It's Trent.
Yeah.
It's Trent. So here comes John, birthday boy himself. Little catching up to do here, 7 million, but he's got ball 1 for Ninja Multi-Ball. Illuminati. Nice. He's got ball 2, so one more shot if he can get it. He's got it. Really well done. That is not the easiest shot to get, and he just nailed it 3 times in a row. And Ninja Multi-Ball is his reward. Let's see what he can do with it. Looks like those jackpots are starting at 2.5 and just working their way up from there. Already 3 of them. Every one of the boom shots, if you can get those, will be another one.
Has potential to catch up very quickly.
He has a lot of potential, too. He's got Deadpool lit as well. Looks like he's even still got a little bit of ball saver mode and has added ball, so the ball save starts back up, and now it's a 4-ball multi-ball. Or was that the third one that came in? No, it was the third one that came in. So 3-ball. But anytime you get an added ball, that ball multi-ball ball saver comes back for about 5 seconds for you. Lost it there, still 2 in play. Machine looks like it's being no, he still does have 3 in play. It's being a little sensitive tonight. All the tilts are a little bit tight. The tilt bob is popping out a lot of dangers. There's his double, so he's going to have to be very careful at this point. Not that bonus in this particular game is a huge thing. It can be, but you've got to play a very long ball and build up a whole lot of stuff to make that happen. Goes ahead and uses the boom, which the boom shot, for those you don't know, there's a button in the front of the machine that you hit. Kind of a standard thing with new Stern machines as well. The boom shot basically gives you your best available shot on the board, which in the mode he's in is going to be a shot against Juggernaut in order to move his health down in the Mortal Kombat Street Fighter. Oh, tough play, and he knows it. There you go. He played all that, only about 1.8 million as far as the bonus goes. 38 million is not a horrible game, but in this group, that's going to be 3rd place out of 3 because it's very, very good players. So here comes Jen. 46 million, needs about 7 million to take the lead. And worth noting, too, with all the players here, everybody tonight's going to be playing 4 games. Oh, what am I playing? Oh. I got to go play Bobby Orr's Power Play.
Oh, nice.
You can remind everyone where that machine goes in about a month.
Yeah.
Please
At
do.
the end of this season, Bobby Orr's Power Play will be raffled off to one of the contestants of our Pinball League, one of the participants. Every week you show up, you get another entry into the raffle. So it is all just luck-based, equal opportunity there. And yeah, every 2 seasons we raffle a game off. So at the end of this season, it will be Bobby Orr's Power Play, and one of our lucky participants will be taking that home. All right, nice shot into the scoop. All right. And Jen takes Juggernaut. Ooh. Nice. Okay, this is 3-player. Bottom 1 gets a striker. Is it bottom 2? Yes, bottom. Oh, because this is league play, not a 3 strikes tournament. It just determines, I believe, how many points you get for league purposes. So I think normally it goes like 3, 2, 1, 0 in a 4-player game. So I don't know if this is, I don't know how it works in a 3-player game actually, because there's also bonus points and some other things there too. Player 3's only got about 5 million points to catch up. Gotta be a little rough with it sometimes. Thank you very much, Chris. Is it also, and you can get what, bonus points for essentially if you are far enough ahead that you have both of the other players' combined score is less than yours, you get a bonus point or something too, I think.
That's right. Yes, if it's a 3-player group, yeah, 4-2-0 is right. 3-2-1-0, and then I think it's 3-2-1. I forget how it is on 3-player groups, but yeah, 3 is first place, and then if you see someone get 4 points, it's usually a result of that bonus point that gets you the 4th point. And then after all the games are done, they add up your scores and treat that like a pinball game of its own and give you extra bonus points.
Okay.
So the max you can get in a league evening is 20 points. And that's if you win every game, 3 points per game. If you win every game with a score that is better than second and third combined, get your bonus point. So that would be 4 points per game. You're up to 16. And at that point, you're probably going to have more total points than second and third place combined again. And you're going to get 4 more bonus points for that, and you're going to have 20 points.
Gotcha.
It gets a little complicated, not going to lie. Even I mix it up sometimes. But, the idea being is, it rewards cumulative play and gives you a little bit of a reward if you have a really, really good game compared to everybody else. Example would be if Bobby Orr's power play ended after ball 1, I would get a bonus point because I was really happy with how well my ball 1 went. 111,000 points. It's a very good ball 1 in that game. If I mentioned I like Bobby Orr's power play a lot, it's grown on me quite a bit.
I wish we had more of the early, solid slate, EM style type game.
Yes. I wish we did too. I would love that to be the case.
And I'm talking, when I say more, I'm talking like 1 or 2 more. Not enough to, because some of these other games are just so good that I would hate to see them leave.
Oh, yeah.
It might sound rude, but for something with less depth.
I understand. And Keystone is absolutely right about that. It equals the group. So if you win your group, that's how the groupings are made for the very next week. If you win your group, you move up. If you don't win your group, you move down. So the level of competition that you're playing with consistently stays relatively within the level you're playing at that time. And it means if you have a couple of really good weeks, you can move up in the groupings very quickly and start to really be able to test yourself. And it's that division ladder where you are in that ladder format that determines your division at the end of, I believe tonight is when the divisions are going to be formed after this evening.
Okay. And
so
we've got, about 3 weeks left then?
I think it would be 3 weeks. So 2 weeks where you play within your division, and then the playoffs after that.
Oh, okay. There's only 7 weeks then.
Well, this is week 5. So then 6 and 7. Yeah, week 8 is a playoff.
Okay.
For IFPA reporting purposes, they stop after 7. The 8th week, we give away trophies and shenanigans.
Okay.
Because we're all about our shenanigans around here.
Oh, shenanigans are good fun.
Shenanigans are excellent fun. I'll be right back. I got to play my ball, too.
And Chris, of course, I was disappointed to hear that you would not be making it in this evening.
But I know how it goes when you got the broken glass throat, so better to stay home and feel better, man.
All right, looks like we've got another 3-player game. Nice shot up that ramp. Okay, looks like 1 target left. All right, they should all be down for little Deadpool, okay. All right. So now 1 more shot to bring those targets down, and the 2-ball multi-ball will start.
Get him.
Sound like a Big Lots budget clearance aisle Tom Waits. There's the 2-ball. Now, I do think Bo said something earlier about Little Deadpool being more lucrative now.
Is it now? Now, Jen did have a very good one. I think she had 13 million points on hers.
The bot.
Yes, that's our bot coming through. A reminder that Sunday 1 p.m. we're going to be back live with that 4 Strikes tournament, the Bald and Pinball tournament. So if you are following now, if you know about it, please let your friends know. We're going to have a lot of pinball to bring you on Sunday, and we're going to be doing it for a very, very good charity to conquer childhood cancer. So,
And what time does that start?
1 p.m.
1 p.m. p.m. Okay, I will be here behind the bar.
That should be fine.
But I will be here early enough. I'll try to get here at like 10:30.
Okay.
And get all of this set up.
Yeah,
Oh,
that sounds
drop
good.
Frames. Okay, it came back.
Just a couple. It's okay. Yeah, be here whenever you can. We'll get everything set up. It'll be fine. I will be here as early as I can.
Alrighty.
I think V's going to be playing too.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm hyped about it. Oh, tough break for her right there. Definitely one she probably should have saved. But a good ball won, 26 million. Very, very good. And if you want to know, by the way, the league standings as they stand right now, you can go to that link at the bottom of our page there, ssl.league.papa.org, and that will give you the current league standings. And after tonight, that will be updated to reflect the division probably in a day or so. You know, it takes Kim a day or so to update the scores because she, works at the bar and does a crap ton of other things too. We want to let her have a little bit of a life. We'd love her to be pinball 24/7, but life has an effect like that. I suppose.
It's not everyone has the luxury of the 37-hour day.
No, you're right about that. Only Carlos can have 37 hours. We are simply living in that world where we're jealous of it. You're very right. Tough first ball right there for Tom. So, yeah, this is the same group we were watching a minute ago over an attack from Mars. So, God love these three players. They're going to be on stream for both games tonight.
Nice.
Chris, I would love for you to come in and be a co-pilot by all means. If for as little time as you can or as much time as you can, I would absolutely love that. Plus, you can bring me my keyboard and I can buy you drinks for doing that for me. He fixed my mechanical keyboard. It's now apparently very, very beautiful, other than the fact that it's very, very old.
Has anybody ever hurled on a pin during a tourney?
This is the quality content you signed up for, right? I've never seen it.
Neither have I, but now I want to. I'll clean it up. That's fine. I clean up plenty of puke working here. No big deal.
Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
All right. Wait for player one to come back. I do not recall who it was now, or which order. Oh, there she is. All right. Pretty significant lead over the other players here. Oh, nice. Gets the skill shot. Another 2.5 million. Into the scoop. Okay. Which fight? All right. Takes Juggernaut. Okay. Just got to get one of those flashing shots now. Okay, half a mil. Get back on the scoop. Need to do a little bit more to the right. Okay, gets it trapped in little Deadpool. All right. Everything's 100,000.
I'm not getting used to it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Did that count the Juggernaut shot? I see a little bit of health bomb. Uh-oh. Nice. Nice. Okay. Boom shots there. I don't know if she sees it, though. The boom button is active. Juggernaut down to about half health.
All right, so I'm sitting back down, and the first thing I see is Chris talking about the fact he was doing shots of 151 at a tournament.
Yes. That was Chris's closest encounter with barfing on a machine during play. Oh! Very good ball, though. Just about doubled her score there. Oh, okay. so another 600,000, 49.1. Pretty good score, comparatively speaking here.
Very much so. So that game of power play, 3 games, first to third. I got first with 198,000.
Oh, wow.
Second place was 195,000.
Ooh.
Third place was 189,000.
Holy days.
And then poor Kit had 10,000 points.
Ouch.
I feel for Kit right now.
Yeah, that's a rough game of power play.
Oh my goodness, we got Soviet Dancing Bear. I met him last night at the meetup with Professor Broman and the Ask Broman podcast at Micro Center last night, man. Good to have you. How are you? Hope you're having a good night tonight. It was a lot of fun to go do that last night.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. That
Yeah.
looked awesome.
It's very, very cool. Professor Broman is a streamer I have watched for many, many years now and have a lot of admiration for the stuff he does with charity, for the stuff he's done for his own stream, with Destiny, with a multitude of different games. So, very happy to get to meet him for the first time. Very, very cool. That's right. Soviet Dancing Bear is a streamer himself, so absolutely give him a follow and share that love. I think partially because of that, we also can give our Twitch community a big thank you. We're at 300 followers now.
Yep. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you all for following and being a part of the awesome stuff we're doing. All right, so let's take a look at Little Deadpool here and see if it truly is a little more lucrative.
Well, I did notice, I don't know what the mode on second Little Deadpool activation was before.
Okay.
Player 1 got Little Deadpool Frenzy, which I believe was the second activation.
Yes.
All switches were 100,000.
Oh, wow, that's new.
And that seemed pretty good. I think she ended up getting like 13 million out of it just from playing.
That's not bad at all. No, is Nathan? Oh, okay, he got the boom button in time. Did he get him a jackpot? It won't tell us. That's a tough bonus.
20 points. Wow.
20 points. That's the game just toying with you right there. It's like, oh, we're going to give you points, but we're going to make you know that you didn't have a very good round.
All right, so player
By the way,
one's
Keystone
back up.
Defiance, speaking of Soviet Dancing
Okay,
Bear,
I think she has gotten the skill shot all 3 times. And I don't
That
know
is
that I've
sup-
seen anyone do that.
that is super impressive to do that. Because in this game, you can't change it once you plunge.
All right.
So I'm not going to say you have a true 1 in 4 chance, because if you line it up right, you can get it. But it's pretty dang close to a 1 out of 4.
Now, is this Juggernaut fight still going on?
I don't think so.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, tough break there, too. Oh, dear. Katie in the background causing all kinds of trouble back there, but no, we love it. We want more trouble. The more trouble, the better.
Yes.
We're all about the shenanigans here. I just said that. Very much so.
Player 1 going to end at 58 million. So everyone else has got quite a bit of work to do. Definitely not insurmountable, but it does require some good play to catch up.
I think this is based on what we saw on the last game of this. Oh, tough flipper play right there. Definitely should have saved that. Completing a mode of completing a fight can get you back in it very, very quickly. With a good, quick final shot, the mode in total can be worth about 35 million points. So 1 completed fight against Juggernaut, Sabretooth, whoever it may be, and it makes a huge difference.
What's up, buddy?
Doing good, man. How are you? Good.
How you doing, Alex?
Good. How are you, Tyler?
Had all kinds of friends hopping over saying hi. Yeah, definitely give both Keystone Defiant and Soviet Dancing Bear a follow as well. Both very awesome streamers who do very, very cool things on Twitch.
All right. That takes Mystique.
Goes for Mystique here.
So is the shot Little Deadpool for Mystique?
No, the shot right now is
the one in the back?
The back shot right there. And it doesn't matter because that was a tough opening shot too. Very, very tough.
So player 1 gets a bonus point, right?
Player 1 absolutely gets a bonus point right there for having a better score than player 2 and player 3 combined, by far. That replay is actually shockingly low on the machine right now, probably because of the new code update. Which also means I'd imagine the high scores on this thing are going to be a little bit on the low side as well. They probably all got, they all got reset. So GG and See what they all come up here as. Yeah, someone's going to get on that high scoreboard tonight before we're done with.
Well, thank you, guys.
God love both of them for fixing that up for us. This is how friendly everybody is. They move the machine back to help us. And that's not a one-time thing. They do that on a regular basis for us, too.
Super good.
They really do. Let's see if there's an attack from Mars game right now. It looks like, can't tell if one just ended. I think we've got one starting.
I would think with 2 credits and it's starting, unless they got super lucky with replay, a double replay, or a replay in a match. I don't know.
Remember, by Josh rules, you get that match, you win the game.
I'm waiting for that to become an official rule.
I think that needs to be a tournament. We need to have a tournament where that's a rule.
I think it should fly in, world championships.
You just reminded me that I never did propose the shenanigans, not critical hit, but the true shenanigans tournament to Kim. But I do think it should absolutely happen, and that should be one of the shenanigans is if you match, you win. Nap Arcade in the house, man. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good night. Hopefully you saw a lot of the pictures that many, many people posted from down in Louisville as well. That's where I was down over the weekend. So played a little bit of action down there. No IFPA tournament, unfortunately, but still was a very, very good time.
I'd like to see a tournament where there's like a big old piece of poster board that sits from like the slingshots up, so you can only see slingshots down.
Oh my, that is a thing in certain places. I mean, you have never been to replay, right?
Correct. I'm always working.
You're always working. So typically at Replay FX and then at the Papa headquarters before that, there always was a machine or two that had frosted glass on it that had that same effect. And they would have just a very limited amount of playfield that was available to you. Usually probably here it would be just, you would see the flippers.
Okay.
And not much more above the flippers.
Now, could you at least tell where the ball was going through the glass, or no, that blurry that you can't even tell that?
No, not really. You just had to make the assumption based on the shots that were hitting on the DMD. So obviously, if you know the machine and you see something pop up, you know generally where the ball is going. Mm-hmm. But if you miss your shot, it's a crapshoot, and then you have to react by reflex. Oh, tough play right there. I think Attack from Mars was a machine that they had that on one of the times, if I remember right. And Gilly used to have a piece of cardboard that she would put on, I want to say Iron Maiden, down at the old arcade Super Awesome at Old Town East, and would play the game the exact same way. And Nap, you're absolutely right. The big Stern Pro Circuit tournaments next weekend up in Chicago.
Did you bet?
I have not. How did that conversation? Well, let's get to chat first right here. An LC. I want to know what an LC tournament is. So please specify. Glass frost you control would be epic. If you can make that glass happen, number one, let Elon Musk know he'll put it in a Tesla. And two, please let me know so I can license it myself.
You just put like a set of blinds on it. Blinds. Or like a pull-down shade kind of thing.
You're calling blinds direct and you show them your pinball machine. You're like, what do you want? I want you to put blinds on my pinball machine. Why can't you do that for me? You can put blinds on anything, right? Oh, lowest score champ.
That would be kind of hard on certain games where you're just at the mercy of
it would be
not getting skill shot and hoping it hits the least amount of bumpers possible.
I have seen people do Price is Right rules where you have to hit a certain score but you can't go over.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And Jason Knapp is right. The Tommy Pin has those flipper covering things that pop out. So that machine has a built-in mechanism to keep you from seeing the stuff on the machine. You're not wrong, though. Especially on modern machines, a low score, it would take skillful to get the lowest score. Have to plunge a certain way, have to make sure you're not hitting certain shots. Yeah, Brett will get that one back for sure.
And you're going to have to hold the ball Well, especially on a game that requires playfield validation, you got to know what the least lucrative shot in the game is, too.
You're right.
To validate and then drain.
Oh, my days if you tried to play that with Monopoly. Oh, God. The game that requires 11 shots and it ball saves every time because it doesn't validate. Nice shooting right there by Brett on the... Takes advantage of the ball save, gets that first saucer for $200 million. Already at 446, working on saucer number 2. That seems to be his go-to. He's playing saucers right now. He's not playing for multi-ball. Not the multi-ball. Yep, he got it down for USA. He's hitting that middle shot super reliably right now. And Jason, you're absolutely right. We've had both here at Level 1, and I played at him at Arcade Super Awesome Critical Hit Pinball tournaments, and those are a lot of fun. Because the kind of things that happen with that in Critical Hit, where you're exchanging scores with someone, you can play a card at any time which forces someone to have to take their hands off the pinball machine. It's freaking crazy. I think I've streamed one of them before from here.
Okay.
Yeah. Talk about interesting to try and stream it, to be like, hey, why did they take their hands off of it? Oh, someone must have played a card. Try and keep up with that on the fly. It's a whole lot of work. Nice save right there for player 1, but yeah, nothing he could do about that going down the middle.
Oh, okay.
That was interesting because it didn't show ball save. Oh, Chris coming through with the camera work, too, from up at Papa. By the way, for those of you who don't know, Best Place is something that is an inside joke between me, Chris, and a few other people. It's what we call Last Place. It's not Last Place anymore. It's Best Place.
Heck yeah.
And also appropriate because of Soviet Dancing Bear, you have to say it with a Russian accent. You'd have learned the Best Place. Yeah, Critical Hit tournaments are stupid fun. And, you can have an IFPA certified tournament, too, that is a Critical Hit event.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
They will certify Critical Hit tournaments.
Really?
Yes.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
How? I mean,
I know.
Is there like some sort of point modifier where it's not worth as much?
I don't know.
Something about that just seems
weird. I agree.
Yeah, just run a pinball tournament, Critical Hit, stack the deck, get the best cards, clean up points.
Well, I would think if you're the person handing out the cards, you probably should not play in the Critical Hit event.
Valid.
Not that you couldn't stack it for someone, but
valid.
Right.
It just seems like that's a lot of extra. Like, pinball has variance in it to begin with. That seems like extra variance. A lot of extra variance.
Yes. Which, don't get me wrong, we enjoy our variance in these events, but you're right, that is a lot of variance. Here comes Bo. Gets the ball save after 3x damage on the saucer. He's one shot away, keeps it in play. I thought he had it right there. He didn't go in, so. If damage is completely done, but you can't get the shot in, it's only $5 million, so. Oh, it's a tough break for him. He'll have the saucer shot on ball 3 for $200 million, but man, it was right there for him. And he hit it in the middle there. It just did not go down the hole, did not give him the 200. So ball 2, player 4 still winning. Let's see if he's able to rack up some more points here. So, yeah, here comes Brett Rulin, co-owner of Spoonful Records here in town here. Gets the skill shot. This one you can change even when the ball is up in the switches right there. So, I mean, unless you're getting greedy and playing for the super skill shot, there's no reason not to get that bonus 5x every time. Oh.
That's the battle for the gem score. What was really annoying about that was only half the participants got a daggone gem. So, were you familiar with the way they did that?
I am not. Talk to me about it.
So, all the Infinity Stones, whatever they are, Mind, Power, a green one, an orange one,
yes.
whatever they are. So, they all do something, right? And if you want a qualifying tournament, you got a gem.
or stone, infinity stone. And let's say you had the time stone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that this time stone allowed you to switch places with whoever you wanted in the bracket. Another stone let you pick your opponent's team. Another stone.
And this was for Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yes, and this was like, so Infinite got released, and then they tried to push out kind of a Pro Tour aspect for it, and this was the crapshoot of an idea they came up with, which, entertaining, but if everyone involved had a stone, I wouldn't complain. But the sake was, okay, we're going to have like these 6 to 8 people qualify, and then we're going to have 6 to 8 people be invites, and the invites get no access to the stone at all.
Okay, so they tried to almost like a pros versus Joes kind of thing.
Yes.
Except the qualifying players probably were darn good themselves.
Exactly. I mean, they were plenty good enough that it wasn't any sort of thing there. But it's now, okay, you win the biggest, you promote this Pro Tour, you make it this very, the most prestigious thing you can win, and it's, if you had a stone and you won, there's always an asterisk next to your name.
Yeah.
There's always going to be an asterisk. So
Absolutely.
it's just like, why would you do that? From the competitive side of things, you know, that just sounds like hot garbage. For the fun side of things, it sounds amazing.
Yes.
And that's a tough balance to reach.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you are viewing it as something that was done in the name of fun, I think it's okay. But, and yeah, in that case, yeah, you can't take that as a serious, ultra sweaty competitive tournament because, yeah, it had shenanigans. They're okay, you just have to take it for what it is. I agree. Nice job on Aaron keeping that in play. Alex, by the way, sitting at 980 million. Ooh, 2x. Oh, couldn't quite get to 3. Did he get it? Yes, he did. Is that his second saucer? It sure is. 300 million points and the extra ball lit.
So how relevant is the extra ball in this game?
Not dramatically. Basically, it's a regular skill shot that you have a 1 in 2 chance of getting.
The only time it matters is if you can get some sort of hold bonus, I imagine.
Exactly. And I don't know if this in tournament mode is ever even going to grant a hold bonus.
Okay.
Whoa, that was weird. That looked like a weird bounce because it didn't look like it came down correctly. Good game, though. 1.3 bill. And that will bump up to about 1.35 bill.
Yeah, I guess the War for the Stones or whatever it was called, that's a pretty good comparison to Critical Hit, except Critical Hit sounds more fair because everyone gets a card.
Exactly. And everyone gets one. Although you can buy in, most of these have something where you can buy into Critical Hit and get extra cards, which, depending on how you're doing the tournament, can bump your prize pool up. Or if you're doing it as a charity tournament, get you more money for charity. In that sense, I would say Critical Hit from a charity perspective would always be a huge thing because people would be very apt to say, I'll give you another $10 for another card. What the heck?
No, is it?
See whose day I can wreck.
How many cards are in a deck?
I want to say it's typically 30 cards, maybe.
So for $300, you can make sure no one else has a card.
And you can play cards all day. The only thing is you have to play your cards in such a way that you stay in the tournament. Because if you're not in the tournament, you can't play your cards anymore. You got to give them all back.
What? You have to give them back? I can't just buy them all and then forfeit?
Turn it into a regular tournament.
Turn around, resell the cards back for 20 apiece.
Black market. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness.
The person who controls the pinball is the one who controls the cards, Scott.
And look, if you bought the entire deck of cards, I would trust that you would play them in such a way that you would win your way to, like, at least the semifinals.
I would hope. But it would be awesome to just buy them all and then not.
Buy them all and then never use them. Be like, I just want to look good and say I have 30 cards. That would be hilarious. All right, he's got lock lit. Is he going to go for the locks here? We were talking about this earlier when we had Attack Up. I had mentioned that my play would probably be saucers. But you could tell Bo's strategy definitely was he wants the multi-ball. I mean, there's only 2 ways you're getting the multi-ball reliably on this machine unless you've ruled the universe, and that is You're getting it through regular means, or you're getting total annihilation. And unfortunately for him, it's none of the above. Okay, Nap Arcade, interesting. The tournament that I saw had you earn cards by hitting certain shots.
I like that.
That's an interesting take on it. I like that take. And that is a fun thing about Critical Hit, is you can make the qualifier pretty much anything you want.
Oh. Now, don't you get a multi-ball for beating the Martians, too?
You do, that's right. Good call. And there is also one that you can get from the Stroke of Luck called Strobe Multi-Ball.
But in tournament mode, I'm assuming that doesn't exist?
If it exists, it probably would be multiple Stroke of Lucks away. But the only way I know to get that is through Stroke of Luck. Oh, man. Did he get in? I don't think he got enough to get to first, but will he at least not be last? He'll be second, 1.16 billion. So maybe 1 or 2 shots away from being able to take first place, unfortunately. Wasn't able to do it.
Oh, my days. Well, we also need to get our Staggle subscriber badge updated.
We do. We have a lot of subs now. We are very blessed on this channel to have quite a few subs. And we want to say thank you ourselves. Thank you, everybody. This is Alex, by the way, if you have not met him before. I believe Boo Bear said earlier he was here strictly for your crazy beard.
Oh, well, thank you, Boo Bear.
Yeah.
It gets
Strictly
crazier
here
every
for that.
day. I got out of the shower today.
All right, talk to me.
Got out of the shower. Then I headed here. But then I went outside and I didn't dry my beard well enough.
Oh,
And
no.
it froze.
Oh, God.
It froze on me like 3 times. I got here and then I like scratched my face and I felt ice in it. And I'm just like, how is this happening? Why?
That is why I keep the beard nice and short.
The lesson here is don't shower.
Was that?
The lesson here is don't shower in the winter.
There you go.
Just freeze yourself and you won't stink. What's up?
Yeah, just don't shower and you're good.
You better watch out or we'll give you the microphone too.
No.
Ah.
Necessary.
What's that?
Iron Maiden.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, I got to go play Iron Maiden.
Alrighty, well, best
According to
of luck
Kit,
to
I
you.
got to go play right now.
Alrighty, well, you better get over there.
I
and
got to
do
go,
your
so
best.
that means you get to talk now.
What do I get to talk about?
Anything you want. Alex will drive this. I should remember your name, but I don't. I'm sorry. Courtney. I'm Scott. Good to meet you. Yes.
I'm not aware of these.
Howdy doody, Courtney.
What's up?
I am Alex.
Hi,
Nice to
Alex.
meet you.
Nice to meet
Welcome
you.
to the stream. So let's see if we got any games going on. We just had one finish on Attack from Mars. Oh, nothing's going on. So, is this your first league with us?
I just guest played tonight.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome. Hope
Thank
you're
you.
having a good time.
I am.
Are you from around here then? Or are you in town visiting?
Nope, from here.
Okay.
Yep, it's only my second time here at this bar.
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
Got a lot of good people in this league, so hopefully they're treating you right. And if not, we'll tear them a new one.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. No, everybody's great here. Everybody's really friendly.
Do you have a favorite pinball machine?
Fishtails. I rocked it out on Fishtails.
Ooh, okay, nice.
Yeah, I did pretty good, so
People here are picky about that one, but I really like it too.
I liked it. It did well for me. It liked me.
Okay. I really like when you get in the rhythm and you can get around the boat.
Yeah, I got around the boat
Okay.
a couple of times and I was like, I have no idea what's going on. My ball just disappeared, but I didn't realize I had to like shoot it again.
Red Dragon, I'm glad that you agree that showering is overrated. I don't know if you missed the story, but I took a shower, got out, went outside, drove here, and my beard froze on me like 3 times because I didn't dry it off well enough.
I know.
And I was like, the key to the lesson I learned is just don't shower in the wintertime.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
obviously the answer.
You know what? I hate showering in the wintertime.
My skin gets so dry, and I'm too lazy to use lotion.
And then it's like showers of dry skin everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gross.
Chris says, welcome to level 1 in the league. Come back and play more. We also have a women's league.
I heard about that on Monday or Wednesday nights, right?
It's Wednesday or Thursday?
It's
I think it's
Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. Because, okay, the Thursday was an anomaly then that happened.
so it must be
Oh,
Wednesdays.
an anomaly.
Yeah, there was something that happened where one of the other women's leagues stopped, and then they combined, like, and did the event here instead of
Gotcha.
where it was. And then
Okay.
it confused me because I'm not good at keeping track of stuff.
That's cool.
But so Wednesdays, and Therese runs that. I don't know if you know Therese or Tish.
Yes.
Okay.
I did meet her.
Okay.
Yes.
That's who I would talk to if you're interested in that at all.
Yeah. I thought about showing up, but we'll see.
Hopefully you do.
It's
If
fun
you got
here.
the time.
It's fun here.
And it looks like we do have a game starting on Deadpool. So Kim is stepping up, putting quarters in. Let's see if anyone else is jumping up. It might be just a game for fun.
Kim's hot.
Kim's good people. Kim's my roommate.
Oh, really? Nice. She's hot.
Who else we got in here? Anyone? Come on, give us a stream match. They just updated the code on Deadpool.
What does that mean?
So the games have like software in them. So the
Uh-huh.
software just got updated to increase certain things or add new modes or new things that happen on the screen in the back. So what Bo was telling me is that this little Deadpool right here, these 3 targets in the front, that shot is, I guess, better now. So I
Okay.
guess shoot that more.
Awesome.
I never knew too much about it though.
Very cool.
It does look like. Come on, what is going on? Is your how many games have you played tonight?
I played all 4.
Oh, so you're already done.
Yeah, we're done.
Wow.
There was only 3 of us,
Okay.
and 2 of us were guest players.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Couple of no-shows tonight, so
Yeah, my partner's one of them. They're at home. They work at Starbucks, so they got to be up at. I think the alarm's set for 4 in the morning.
yeah, that's no fun. I
So-
get it.
That's rough. Okay, so is Jared playing too? Okay, so we got Kim and Jared. Who else do we got?
What happens if you don't know their names?
Player 1, player 2, player 3.
That
That's
works.
usually what I go with.
I mean, that makes sense. It's most logical.
Most of the time, I've gotten pretty good with a lot of people's names, and if I don't know them, Scott knows them.
Yeah.
And if Scott doesn't know them, I know them. Or we try to go to one of the league standing pages or whatever else we've got resource-wise to try and
Gotcha.
determine who it is.
Cool. Very cool.
Oh my days. Is this game ever gonna start?
Get it together. Flippers.
Oh, okay, we got an attack from Mars game at least.
Ooh.
So the mighty Duckman is back up. Oh, rough drain out the left out lane. Doesn't seem very happy about it either. So I believe, okay, John is up now, birthday boy.
Hey, that's my guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. He's who brought me here last week, and then I just,
Ah, okay.
he forced me to come back this week.
All right, nice shot around the left loop.
No.
Oh, rough.
Aw, poor Johnny.
It's only ball 1, no harm, no foul. Jen's up. Just a standard skill shot, so 5 times bonus added. Looks like the saucer's been started, about quarter life gone. Oh! What? Okay, so nothing must have been validated, I guess, so the ball save was still on.
Nice.
Looks like 1 ball is locked also for multi-ball. Okay, nice. Sitting up in the pops. And ball 2 is locked. So 1 more for multi-ball. We'll see what Jen can do with that. It looks like 1 more shot on the saucer to end it. Pick up, ooh! Not very happy about
Aw,
that either.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
All right, now player 2 coming back up. I believe, oh
feel so bad for not remembering your name, Mighty Duck Man.
Is it Chris?
That's what I wanted to say, but I didn't. Oh, ball save. Okay, you're good. You're good. I think it is Chris,
I
actually.
think it is. He works with John.
Oh, okay. So he must work with my sister then, too.
Oh, yeah? Is your sister one of the Wookiees at the Star Wars celebration? No?
My sister's like the event coordinator for COSI
Oh.
or something like that.
Oh. Are you... What's her name?
She goes Rebecca, but Becca.
Oh. Interesting.
My sister, she's not nearly as hairy as me.
That's probably a good thing. Since she's a girl.
A lot more put together.
You're put together well.
I do my best. All right, gate is down. All right, gets a hit on the saucer.
So you have to get the gate down and
Yep.
then hit the saucer to get the extra balls,
So
the multi-balls.
the multi-ball will be this shot on the left with the 3 green arrows.
Okay.
Right now the locks are lit, so he would have to make that shot 3 times to get a multi-ball.
Okay.
The gate in the front for the saucer is like I don't know enough about the game to really comment whether it's the main strategy or not.
Oh, snap.
But we'll see where, okay, he destroyed the saucer,
Yeah.
and he'll get 200 million points. So
Oh, wow.
pretty good chunk of change there.
Yeah.
And now the gate comes back up, 3 more shots, the gate goes down, and you're on to the next level of the saucer, and that'll be worth 300 million, and it keeps building up and up and up.
Ooh, nice.
It's only got that leftmost target left, the blinking one.
I could definitely see why aiming for the saucer would be ideal. Oh.
It's just tough because those targets in front are just a wall, so if it hits the wrong way, it's just going to smack it and roll right back down the middle on you.
Yeah. Well, that was a good run.
All right, John.
Come on, John.
All right, gate is down.
Fabulous.
The 2 times damage, so 1 more shot. There we go.
Nice.
Okay.
Good job.
So that should be 200 million, I think.
Yep.
Just like that, John is back in the game, not too far away from everyone else.
Yep.
Oh, oh. Ooh. All right, 1 more target left there. Red Nap Arcade says, I like to open the shield using the super skill shot, then start multi-ball to blow up the saucer. Because super skill shot in this game, if you hold the left flipper when you plunge the ball, it won't go to the pop bumpers. It'll come all the way around the machine out this side instead.
Oh.
And that gives you, if the first shot you make for the super skill shot effectively counts as 3 shots on that objective. Correct, Nap? So 1 shot on the shield or those 3 targets will bring the whole gate down for you instead of having to shoot it 3 times. And then once you've gotten multi-ball started, now while you're shooting the saucer, because you're playing with more balls, it's less likely that you're going to drain out from it.
Right.
Makes it
Did
a
you
little bit
just say it
safer. Oh, so John got multi-ball.
Multi-ball.
So now I imagine, yep, taking the shots on the saucer with the multi-ball while it's nice and safe. Pin Stadium, thank you very much for the bits. Very much appreciated. Glad to have you in here as always.
Bits are fun.
And we love your products. If you go over to Iron Maiden, you might be able to see it from here actually. Do you see those bright lights going down the side of the machine?
Yeah.
Those are the Pin Stadium light kit, where they go down the inside rails and they light the machine up beautifully. Iron Maiden is by far the best game to stream in my opinion, because we have that.
Nice.
Play with the glass off, so if the targets give me trouble, I give them an attitude adjustment. You go full John Cena on them. Give them a 5-knuckle shuffle if needed. Oh.
I mean, that's a pretty good score, right?
Very good, very good. So John is basically double the next closest person.
Nice.
It definitely could.
want to take a break, that's cool. I can
Dreams
jump back
definitely
in.
look
I mean,
much
I'm
better
having
with
fun.
Pin Stadiums. They
Have at
definitely do. Definitely,
Have at it.
definitely do. It's just a nice, clean image, or I guess video at that point, not even image for everyone to see. And all the details really shine. The ramps on Iron Maiden get this really cool, just like, it almost looks like there's just lines going through them from the alternating colors. Once you get up close to it, it's just really nice to see. All right, so Jen's going to start multi-ball now. Let's see what Jen can do with it. Oh, not quite.
Hey, Penn Stadium.
Pin Stadium gave us some bits, too. Scott said hello, Pin Stadium. Oh. Okay, all right, ball save was still on. Awesome. Trying to collect these jackpots. All right, picks up another one, gets another 70 million. Looks like 2 jackpots left. Oh. Nap Arcade, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Very much appreciate it, man. All of this does go back into paying for the streaming equipment and helping us acquire new equipment.
Scoot is just fine. Tell him
Scoot is
just
fine.
Oh, Scoot is just fine.
Alex knows the old nickname.
I've known Scott for, oh man, probably about 10, 12 years now.
Penn Stadium. Thanks.
Very much so. Definitely appreciate it.
That's
All
what's
right.
up.
The Mighty Duck Man Chris is back up. See if he can give us a
I
nice.
really hope that is his name.
I know he's very nice, and he would not be upset if we got it wrong. But I just want to see him give the machine a nice knuckle puck
Yeah,
in
there
honor
you
of the
go.
Ducks.
I like it.
All
It's knuckle puck time.
Okay, so 2 Martians. Oh. All right.
Bad form.
So, Chris will be taking third. Oh, game's over, I think. Is that a 1-4-8-4, if I'm not mistaken? 1-4-0-4? Or is that 1-9?
I think it's a 1404.
Trent is in the building, Pin Stadium. He graciously came in and updated our Deadpool code before League started. So he is floating around here somewhere doing Trent things as Trent does. Nap Arcade, thank you again. Oh, fighting for number 1, I see. So it does look like, okay, so you might be able to tell us then, what is the code update? No one here seemed to have known much about what changed on Deadpool, other than I have heard through the grapevine, 1,000 bits. Thank you, Pin Stadium.
All right, Penn Stadium. That's what's up.
Thank you very, very much. I did hear that the little Deadpool was updated. You say give the pin a knuckle puck? I did say give the pinball a knuckle puck, man. Oh!
Whoops.
So I don't think it matters. I think John had already won before he played his ball, as long as we were reading that correctly.
I think so.
All right.
Maybe
do we have
not.
a game going on Deadpool? Speaking of this code update, it does not look like it, or they're meandering in front of it until they start. Yeah, it was a 4. So John will take first, Jen in second, Chris in third.
Nice.
Latest Deadpool update is major. Good job on that. Is that the best way to... I mean, there are many good ways to smash the glass.
Absolutely.
I just think the knuckle puck while wearing a Ducks jersey is the most appropriate way to smash the glass. I don't know. I've never known much about Deadpool myself, other than the dang old katana ball lock shot. Really, I never have much luck with it. I know Chris and I were talking about the game.
Just sitting in.
Happy birthday, John.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Good game.
Yeah, you did.
Were you guys watching the time?
Yes,
Yeah.
we were. You did excellent. I think I'm going to hand this thing back to Scott now.
Alrighty.
Scoot. Scoot. It was a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
very much.
I'll see you around.
I'll be here.
Cool.
All right, so Pin Stadium, I would like to get your, now that Scott's coming back, it is time to have this discussion continued from last week. I'm waiting for him to get the headset on before I continue any further. I'm going to grab my strawberry soda. Thank you. Okay, Scott, now that you're back.
Oh, you have things to talk to me about.
And yes, we had put this on hold, and I would like to get Pin Stadium's.
By the way, did you tell him that it's not completely Scoot, it's more Scooter?
Scooter, yes. Yeah.
You told him to Scoot. Okay.
Same, scooter, scooting.
Comparable, very comparable. Scooting.
But
I do not walk fast. It does feel more like a scoot than it does a walk.
oh, I like that. I'm mosey. I do not walk. I'm mosey. My parents used to yell at me all the time for dragging my feet. I'm like, I just movie. Now, the real question.
Bring it. I'm ready.
Did you bet on the Stern Championship?
Oh, the Stern thing. That's right,
Yes.
because I was going to ask you how the conversation ended because I had to leave last week because I had no voice left. And because I had to go, but that's another story. I did not bet on it yet, no. I would have to look up where, like, the offshore betting place that had the betting for it was.
Now, I saw it through Fred Richardson, had posted a link on Facebook.
Okay.
Or, no, wait. Right? That's his name?
Yeah, Fred.
Okay. Okay. As long, for some reason, I almost thought it was Red Fredrickson. But then, yeah. Okay. Fred Richardson had posted a link on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I checked it out through there. And I just found it very, very interesting. Whether you trust it or not, I find it very cool too, Nap Arcade.
Yeah, I think for this conversation, we're suspending judgment on a few things as far as the betting goes.
Yes, we'll just assume it's legit.
Are there concerns? Yes, but for the sake of this one, we're going to say everything's on the up and up
And
for the purpose.
And it's just, okay, so the issue before with pinball and gambling had to do with the fact that you were gambling playing the machine, correct? Not an outsider betting on the game itself.
Correct.
So I don't think it runs into too many issues there other than the general, like, the correlation of gambling to gambling, whether that's
correct.
It's not causal by any means, but yeah. So okay, here's it's got all the different. These are odds, right? So
yeah, they're using more, kind of the odds they tend to use nowadays, which is plus numbers.
So that means if I were to bet on where's Trent? If I wanted to bet on Trent to make $100, I have to bet $900. Is that what that's
No,
telling
the opposite.
me?
If you bet $100, you would win $900.
Oh.
So even because of the sheer number of players, even the lowest odds for this, Raymond Davidson is a plus 175. So if you bet $100 on Raymond Davidson, the favorite to win by their odds to win this thing, you'd make $175.
So I mean, you can win $10,000 for betting $100 is what this is telling me.
Yeah, if it's one of the people at the very bottom, then, and those are still very good players. I mean, look at all the people that are there: Adam McKinney, Andrew Rosa, Andy Rosa's at plus 7,500.
So is Fred.
So is Fred.
Oh.
You know Fred's putting a hundy on himself. I know he is. Jeff Teolis of Pinball Profile, plus 10,000. Sunshine Bond. Lewis Bevins, who's a damn good player, has been on this microphone before for the Amazing Pinball Race last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was helping
Hopefully he
me in some of
returns
this.
too.
I would love for him to be back for that. I think we're expecting a pretty good Pittsburgh contingent this year for the Pinball Race.
So now the other thing that was brought up too was, okay, once betting like this is introduced, it has the potential to ruin the integrity of the game. So if I've bet on, let's say, for example, I am Raymond Davidson, right? I'm
Yes.
the top seed. I get all the way, or Keith Elwin, either one of them, right? And I am up against any of these players that have the 10,000 number next to them, and I put $100 on them.
Yes.
I'm going to throw the grand finals on purpose because I make more money losing than I earn winning.
You're right.
So-
Because even though the Stern Pro Championship will probably pay
Now
a few $1,000s, I would imagine, based on the sponsorships, based on who's involved in it. That's more money.
I'm assuming, though, that at this point it would be so hard to rig up a bracket, because I'm assuming we're betting on who wins. There's no payout for second, third, fourth.
Yeah, this ain't horse racing. This is no win-play show. You got to win.
Yeah, just win.
And while we were looking at that, we can talk about what Penn Stadium's got in there, too. Yeah, and you're right. Nap Arcade's absolutely right. The thing that you just said there. College basketball and point shaving, same thing. They don't make any money, so anytime you're going to give a college kid some money,
oh, yeah,
they're not going to turn that down. And we don't have to be naive people to realize there's a hell of a lot of money going around in college sports under the table to those players.
No, I mean,
It happens everywhere. If you think it doesn't happen at your school, you're wrong. It does. You just haven't been caught.
So, I mean, maybe this is what Wolfman was looking for, where it's going to turn into the lowest score as the champion rather than the highest score. Maybe the offshore betting will turn the lowest scores into the most lucrative, where
maybe
that could be equally as entertaining to watch, people getting mad trying to throw games.
Look what Wolfman just said. I always bet on black because that's what Wesley Snipes said to do.
No.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, and Penn State's right. The scoring ranks database, because, yeah, those ranks look just like they came right out of IFPA rankings. Keith number 2, Raymond Davidson number 1. Yeah, so they're probably using a pretty standard algorithm based on those numbers to determine it. And I'm sure they're putting a lot of, their own sports algorithms into it and being like, what are the odds that the number 40 player out of that's actually going to win? And what number do you have to give it in order to entice someone to put a $10 bet down just for funsies? Just for the enticement of saying, well, there's a chance I could win.
Yeah.
The same thing that says, like, why you bet on the Cleveland Browns even though they're going to be 0-16 to win the Super Bowl.
Because if they win, you get a payout.
You get a huge payout, but the odds are so remotely against it. Not to say it does not happen. Go look a couple years ago when Leicester City FC won the Premier League title. I want to say their odds before the season were in the thousands to 1.
Ooh.
They were that much of an underdog. So I know there were sports books in the UK and across Europe and probably even in America that took a huge hit on Leicester City winning the Premier League title. And I feel ashamed that I know how to pronounce it. It's not Premier League, it's Premier League. And Jason makes a good point, too. With super low betting volume, like I suspect pinball would have, shady bets would be pretty obvious, though, so the sports would likely catch and avoid the payout. And you're right. They all have the rights to do that, void that out.
Arabian Nights.
Arabian Nights? Am I up?
I mean, I feel like as a player...
Keep talking about it. I got to go bet on myself.
Well,
no pun intended.
No, that's what I was really going to get at. If you're a player, it's kind of hard to police, but you should only be able to bet on yourself.
Oh, absolutely. Just like any other sport.
I don't think there's anything wrong with betting on yourself.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. But the second you're allowed to bet on someone else, and then now you're enticed to throw the game and blah, blah, blah.
Cue your Pete Rose discussion right now. I'll be right back.
I'm betting on the full one. Well, thank you, Wolfman. So Nap Arcade is soon... Oh, sorry, wrong mic. As soon as they can't cover the bets, they'll void that nonsense. Then again, you have so many players in the pool they're likely to cover, so who the hell knows? Just waiting for one of the books to burn pinball bettors and then see the fallout. So when you say that, Chris, are you talking like betting on the 10,000 payout essentially and having one of those people win and essentially bankrupt the bookie? Or something different there? Trent was just sitting right here doing something on his phone, then he got up and ran over to Star Wars. I'd like to get him on the mic and see if he's got any opinion on any of this. More than likely, he's just going to say, well, I'm here to play pinball. If the sports book is going to lose money, they will cancel all bets. That's unfortunate. I feel like if you've
accepted the bet, you have to honor it, but I don't know how enough of that works, or you should at least have to honor it. I took the bet. Oh, I'm going to lose money. I'm just going to cancel it? Like, that's silly. Kinda, or a ton of bets on a minus player, like your L1s, etc., without appropriate covers on plus players. Ah. Howdy doody.
How you doing?
Oh.
That's your name, right?
Yep, and you are
Alex?
Chris?
I am Chris.
Okay, I was referring to you as the Mighty Duck Man most of the
You
night.
know what? That's fitting tonight. And I heard I actually got a comment about that tonight.
Yeah, quite a few people love the jersey.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And I was hoping you were going to give Attack from Mars a knuckle puck for us, but
I was. Don't tell me you were filming that one, because that was a bad game.
we did have that game.
Oh dear Lord.
And we did get I think your Deadpool game earlier too.
Well, at least you got my good one, because the rest of the 3 games is 1 for 5, right? Yeah. That was my one, and then I got one more bad game in me somewhere if I decide to play it, but.
So right now we are discussing, did you happen to see that they are, for the Stern Pro Championships, there's an offshore betting site.
I think I saw a story about
taking
that.
Bets.
And
right here are the odds and payouts. So in order to make $175, I think you bet 100 on Raymond, you make 175. Here's Trent.
He's
with a plus 900.
I'll take those odds, honestly.
And Fred Richardson, plus 7,500. So some of these players, I mean, you bet $100, they give you
a lot of money. And quite frankly, if I were a betting man, which I'm not, because I learned I hate gambling, I would bet on Trent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would definitely go for that. That's multiplying your money times 9. That's pretty good odds, and I have faith in it.
Ooh, okay. So if we can catch him over here before he leaves, I'll do my best to get him on the mic, because I really want to know what Trent thinks about all this.
But Trent's a man of few words. You may not be able to get anything out of him. That's the problem. He's an elusive creature.
Well, he's right behind us right now, so hopefully it's not that hard to entice him.
I don't know. It would be rude for me to snap at him. I've gotten in trouble with that before.
Hey, Trent. Yeah. Do you have a second to hop on the microphone? When you're done, do you mind for a minute? Yeah. Awesome.
All right, we'll get his thoughts later on that.
No.
All right, but we got to interview. That's really hard to do. So good job, Alex, on that one.
You just got to ask.
All right,
the worst they can do is say no.
All right, so we should probably figure out where we're at on this Deadpool game, because we have not been mentioning it at all.
I'm thinking this is a casual game.
Yeah,
I'm
thinking
that too.
There were
any two-player groups tonight.
Player 2, we'll just call him Tony. He dominated.
Yep.
And we'll see who plays next. I think most of the league games are done or getting close to it.
I would assume so also. Yeah, we got no one on attack either.
I think there's a free credit sitting on there for whoever wants it does it. That's a plus at least.
Yeah. I found a free credit on there earlier, and I got to play a game of Guardians while I was setting everything up today too. So I am actually going to get a refill on my drink very quickly, and I will be right back.
All right, and I will be with you if a game does start. I assume I just click watch on whatever one next starts playing here. So thanks for joining us for week 5 of the infamous Level 1 Silverball Pinball League. My name is Chris Scott, and I'm the one rocking the Fulton Reed jersey. Selected Fulton Reed because he does pretty much, let's face it, he murders people with slap shots, and that's what I was planning to do tonight and hoping to do tonight. I was actually predicting I would play Bobby Orr's power play, which is why I wore the jersey in the first place. Didn't quite happen. And Alex is still off getting his drink. And if you look here, all right, machine there, you can see that is the organizer just walked off the camera there. Kim Martinez, who manages the league, does a terrific job. A league this large, and she manages everything with style and grace. And we still have no one on either machine. All right, so thank everyone for watching so far. Also like to go ahead and tell your friends to join in.
Actually simmering down league-wise, but you never know who's going to pop in every now and then just to talk some stuff. Thrilling radio I'm providing here. That's the tough part about. The sad part is I actually did went to broadcasting school, and I'm by far the worst broadcaster here. So as you can see, once again, the two feature games tonight we're showing is Attack from Mars and Deadpool, two games I had the thrill of both playing tonight, and sounds like you saw both of those performances. My performance at Deadpool was pretty good. Attack from Mars, the exact opposite. I thought I was kind of making a strong comeback on the second ball. Didn't quite work out. John Reams did in my group. It was his birthday today, so everyone wish him a happy birthday if you haven't. Top game in the L1 lineup. My top game. Usually, it varies from time to time, and I thank you very much. Man, I'm sorry, we have these screens very small and I can't read your name, sir. Thank you for helping me out, by the way. So far by score, if you're going by scores this league, Mousing Around is technically my top one because I had a really good game of hitting that center ramp. Monopoly I'm usually pretty good at, but not so much tonight. Deadpool, I seem to have some really good luck for some reason, although I'm not terribly familiar. I just stick with what I know. I just go for the super skill shots because I'm not getting the regular ones anyway. I go for the mini Deadpool multi-ball right away because I can. And I always pick Sabretooth to battle because I have faith in my shots on Sabretooth. And as you saw in my game, I did defeat that pretty quickly, despite not getting the shot I really wanted, but lucked into a better one anyway. So I guess those three are my strongest. If we ever get Star Trek Next Generation up and running as it should, that probably will take over my best one. I do have a pretty firm strategy on that, and because it's down so often, many players aren't familiar with it, and I just take advantage of knowing what I want to do with it. So thank you for that question. And I need to learn. I need to learn how to use this computer better. So right now, on my view, I know on your view you're seeing Attack from Mars, I believe. On my view, I'm seeing both, just waiting for something to happen. And you know what? There's more people walking around on a Deadpool. Flip there. There you go. See Scott Veit, the awesome broadcaster in the background there. Looks like he's still playing some games. Talking it out. So. All right, if anyone's got any more questions. Oh, my strategy on Star Trek Next Generation. Thank you for that question there. Ace Pinball. I was able to read that one. Yay me. Star Trek, I try, pretty much when I learn a machine, I try to figure out what is the one shot that I can hit that's going to give me the most benefit. And of course, Star Trek revolves around that center scoop, just right up the middle. So when I get to pick a mission, I pick Rescue, because you can just wail on that and get big points that way. Also, I try to get multi-ball, because once again, hitting that shot gets you to jackpots. I'm pretty good shot with just aiming when you can aim with the trigger when it's loaded into one of the side guns. So if I can hit jackpot, I pretty much have that locked down as long as I got my game up as much as I can. And okay, so yeah, Scott Veit is definitely a movie star. Stunning good looks. Just look at him. A bronze Adonis, that Scott Veit. So that's my strategy with Star Trek Next Generation. And a lot of people on the come out, when you plunge your ball, they usually just go for factor 4 just to get the easy points. I try to reserve at least 2 of those for lock the ball, just to do it. I understand the machines usually don't work the way it should, especially on our machine. But if I can get easy ball lock, I'm taking it. Because once again, my strategy involves just hitting that center shot like nuts. And Ace Pin, although you know what? Great minds think alike, Ace. I try my very best. And I think it was the Deadpool tournament. We actually had cameras on Star Trek Next Generation. We had problems with Iron Maiden. And unfortunately, I don't think that video's on Twitch anymore. But my strategy was pretty much filmed on that attempt, and I got like 800 million points on that. And while it's not a terrific score, it was far better than the others do. And speaking of the movie star himself, Scott Veith is coming around. Yes, he is. Don't worry, your mic's already on because I don't touch anything, and I have no idea what's going on filming right now anyway.
Wait a second. I'm a movie star?
Yeah, there you go. Movie star, that's
Movie
Scott.
star, that's Scott. How am I a movie star? I want to know about this.
You're famous, dude. You're here every
Maybe.
week.
Every week, yes. Yeah, I get it. But,
Apparently you're
but
signing
movies-
autographs. Maybe that's
I
why
am? Really?
you're
Holy
signing
crap.
autographs somewhere we don't know about it?
Would someone like to tell me when I was signing autographs? Because number one, I just ruined the price of your paper. And number two, I would love for that to be the case. Dude, Penn Stadium is the star. I saw him donate those 1,000 bits tonight, man. I very much appreciate all your support. It was good seeing you down in Louisville, showing off the product. It's one of his Penn Stadium lights was one of the raffle prizes on Saturday at the Louisville Arcade Expo.
Nice. Get your name out there.
So he is supporting every show in this area, really across the country, pinball-wise, that he possibly can, getting the product out there, and it's a damn good product. I mean, we get to see it in here on the Iron Maiden machine, and it makes it look absolutely majestic.
Yeah.
Both in person and especially on the stream.
And now that you arrived, you actually have someone playing a machine. So Attack from Mars,
Amen,
someone's finally
yes.
on there.
All right, do we have that one pulled up right now? No, we need to pull it up. Let's do it.
This is
Bam,
what happens
there
when you leave me in charge. I
Right.
don't know what's happening at all.
Looks like Jason Jones playing right here. I don't know if he's playing a funsies or if he's playing a tournament game.
I think he's just for funsies.
This one's a funsies?
Yeah.
We're good with funsy games.
There's only one player on it, so he's just...
Yeah, definitely a funsy game then for sure.
So how'd you do tonight?
I have a first, second, and a third so far. How many machines are level 1? I think the count is right at 20.
That sounds about right.
It might be one or two more. It might be 21, 22, but 20 is the main number. Basically, we've got, Scott, if you've never been up here, we've got all the machines in one long row on the near side of the bar. We've got 3 machines over by the front door and a 4th machine over in that general vicinity too. So there's all the pinball machines. There's about 40 arcade machines as well. So
plenty to do here at level 1. So
plenty to do, plenty to drink, and
Yes.
I haven't even pimped it tonight.
Oh,
They now have a craft brewery of the month club.
really?
$25 gets you in. You get a exclusive level 1 in arcade beer stein. I have seen the beer stein. It is beautiful.
I bet that's lovely. I need to see that.
Like it's a high quality piece of machinery that they got there. You get 10% off merchandise. So if you get a hoodie like I've got, I guess all the machines came from Tilt. No, actually they didn't. Most of the machines here. Now there are Tilt machines. But even all of Trent's machines are not ones that he puts in here on rent. They're ones that Level 1 actually has bought. A good example of that is like Guardians of the Galaxy. Basically, they buy it basically on...
It's a lease, pretty
It's
much.
coin drop to own, essentially. But once the coin drop hits a certain number, they lowered the cost of the machine from $1 down to 50 cents once it was fully owned by the bar.
So that explains the mystery. That's why I can finally play that game during free time, because I refuse to play dollar games on principle because I'm poor.
Understandable. I get it. But yeah, that's why Guardians of the Galaxies and Star Wars are down to 50 cents now, because they are fully owned by Level 1. We'll talk about that more in just a minute, like the ownership of the machines and all that. Yeah, Trent contributes quite a bit to it. But along with that, a lot of these machines are owned by the owners of the bar as well. So I'll be right back for it.
All right, thank you, Scott, for saving this commentary.
Time
for us
to
short.
not clutch ball 3.
Go for it, dude. All right, so Scott Veith is still playing. And so I'm sure he'll still waiting on us to get back from a drink. We'll have Trent here shortly. Hopefully by then I'll be gone, so you don't hear me fumble through my questions and not knowing anything about what to ask. All right, so Keystone Defiant, you got to tell some crypts. On offense about pimping out. I say if you can pimp out a machine, go ahead and do it. Why not? Exactly. So yeah, it looks like we no longer have a machine on a player on. Attack from Mars, so we're going to check Deadpool. All right, we got a game on Deadpool. Don't know if it's a league game or not. We'll see if we got other players, but he went. Oh, nice strategy. Oh, he had it. He had it. He had the right idea. He had Juggernaut, and it looks like if this is ball 1, he was working towards getting the little Deadpool multi-ball. Didn't quite do it. Didn't quite do it. Looks like it's still available. This is ball 3. Maybe it's not. Oh, thank God. Someone else is going to save my hide on this commentary. Zan is with us.
What's going on, Chris?
Hey,
what
Zan,
are we watching?
how you doing? We are watching Deadpool. We have a player on Deadpool.
Eric on Deadpool.
And if I knew anyone's name, I would name him. So we'll say
That
his
is
name.
Eric.
There's Eric.
Yes.
I was about to name him Skips, but Eric's a lot better.
Okay, well, now that's all I'm going to remember. I wonder, is he trying for Deadpool multi-ball, like quick little baby Deadpool multi-ball?
I he's on ball 3, and we actually joined him on ball 2, so I'm guessing he already
Okay.
cashed that in
No,
immediately.
okay, I gotcha.
Although he had Juggernaut, so I'm guessing, because my strategy is if I choose Juggernaut, which I hardly ever do,
Okay.
it's got to be when I start. And if I get a battle before I even hit the little Deadpool, that's when I pick Juggernaut, because you want the multi-ball when you got
good
it.
save, good save.
Good job.
Yeah, I don't play this machine enough. I'm not a fan of Deadpool.
But it's also a dollar game, so it's a hard investment to try to play during free time.
True. Yeah, you don't want to play it for no reason. You know, it needs to count for something. Because if I have $1, I'm gonna go play Monsters or something. You know. There he locked one. That's
right.
good.
Is it? Oh,
Lil
so
Deadpool frenzy.
So you got the frenzy. He's already cashed
Yeah.
in the multi-ball. Now
Yeah,
he's
they
got
got
the
the
frenzy.
multi-ball. Okay.
So how'd you do tonight in your league, Zan?
Oh, not well.
Oh.
Not well at all.
Oh, good. Same here.
I did okay in at Theater Magic, but then I expect to do okay at Theater Magic. And
So it was okay, but not to your expectations. Is that
no,
what I'm
not to
hearing?
my expectations. It was a couple of seconds and a third and a couple of fourths, I think. That doesn't work out math-wise, but there I was never first in my group. So, but
Well, I had the distinct pleasure and honor of having 2 of my 4 games filmed, apparently.
yes. Ace Pinball, yeah, it's a $1 game and 3 for 2. That's correct.
Yes, it is.
So when you're playing in League and you're doing a 4-player, everybody only pays 75 cents. So
And that's a nice one. And if you're playing on your own, you might as well just play 3 games to save a little bit of money.
you might as well just put that in there. Yeah.
Yep.
And the money goes to Trent, so it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
It's Trent's. Oh, he's doing good keeping this ball in play, frankly.
Yeah, he is.
So
He's a very skilled player. I've seen him before and just never got his name. He's a top contender for sure.
he's very good. Yeah,
And
I played with
he's-
him last week. He's a good player. He's a nice guy too. So
Definitely wailing on that top shot there for the
keep it. Good
berserker
job.
mode.
So you were saying you had the distinct pleasure of something, and I missed the rest
Yeah.
of it.
I didn't have a terribly good week, and 2 of my 4 games were filmed. So,
Oh, that's always fun.
but the one good game I had was Deadpool, so at least that got filmed.
That's good.
At least my Mighty Ducks jersey got some publicity, which people apparently
Yeah.
like. But also, unfortunately, my Attack from Mars atrocity got filmed for all to see, too.
And when I have an Attack from Mars atrocity, it just feels even worse because I should do better at that game. My pre-play score on that was 4 billion. Like, if I don't get at least 1 billion on that game, I feel like I'm eating paste.
Well, I got
So-
8 billion.
all
but
right,
the he's got multi-ball. He's got the Katana multi-ball.
Nice.
So let the
Yeah,
ball
he did make a
save.
couple of those katana shots.
Activate the boom
So-
shot.
Yeah, I hate to admit it, but this is a decent game. This is a fun game.
It's a very fun game.
Yeah, I just don't like Deadpool.
Actually, despite not knowing much, I just shoot what I know, and I end up doing okay, usually.
Well, that's the rule of pinball. If it's lit up, aim for it, And eventually
know.
something good is going to happen.
That is the general rule of pinball.
Yeah.
So do you have a strategy for this game, or do you just hope for the best and hit what flashes? Still
My-
got ball save. He's still good. He's still good.
I try for little baby Deadpool as much as possible. Like, I want that multi-ball as
Yeah,
soon
right
as I
away.
can get it. My strategy anytime I play is for multi-ball because I feel like that's, and I hate it when I waste one. Like, I get it and then I can't hit anything. I can't hit any jackpots.
Yeah.
That happened on Theater Magic tonight. They kept hitting each other. So,
And I apologize for the commentary. I just literally know nothing about power voltages for games, so it's best for me not to mention it at all. So,
Gotcha. So what are we saying here? Don't like tapping. I'm not going to read it out loud because you guys can read it just
yeah.
like I can. But
Have a nice discussion amongst
Okay.
yourselves. Skipper skill shot awarded. Nice.
see, that's the interesting about all these new machines is that they have so many
Yeah.
little nuances of.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Oh, I can't
nice.
believe he saved that.
Wow. See, that's my problem with Iron Maiden. There's literally so much going on at all times. I cannot focus on anything.
That's my problem with Star Wars. There's like 2 screens to look at.
I cannot get a hold of that game at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It does really enhance the look.
Oh, and
But-
he's got
Oh!
he had the dinosaur battle going.
That
and he
was a
couldn't
good
do
run
it at
though.
all.
He did
That's
he
a very
did
good
really
ball,
well.
yeah.
Let's see what he wound up with on that.
That's a very good bonus. Oh,
He entered his initials. He did so well on
wow.
that one.
See what he got. It's high score number 4.
That is
Hey.
impressive.
Getting your name on a level 1 machine is a very big deal.
123. That's excellent.
It's a very
That
good
is
score.
excellent. And I do love this Price is Right match screen on here. I think that's a.
I wish they made a Price is Right pinball machine because there's very.
I just want to lose a ball in here. Ba, 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 wah.
No, that's
Yeah.
that's an idea. Every time you drain, you hear that. You hear
That's
that
what.
name.
Yeah, I think that would be amazing. And then there would be like a little. That would be, like up in the corner. You could have, like on Pinbot. It's kind of
Yeah.
like Plinko anyway. You could have like the Plinko section,
Exactly.
and
Oh, he went Sabretooth right away.
there could be a video mode with the yodeling mountain
Oh,
climbing
I would
guy.
love that. No, you got to hit a shot to stop him for a bit.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
hit a shot 3 times, you win the prize.
That.
Now, very interesting. He went Sabretooth right away without even going before getting the little Deadpool multi-ball. If I get that battle started before I hit the multi-ball, I go Juggernaut. Just because if you get that multi-ball going, it
Yes.
just bounces around like nuts anyway, and you can hit the shots that way pretty
Yes,
well.
if they don't do Plinko in the back box like on Bonsai Run, they failed. Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, like freestyle on Bonsai Run, that should be Plinko for sure. And then, or they could do something in the back box too, like with the yodeler. When the ball when you're sucking it up from the main playfield. Scott, do you want your spot back?
Yes.
For a few minutes. I gotta go soon.
All right.
All right.
Do you want your real spot?
Doesn't matter to me.
I will get
Here,
off.
you-
the-
I want to talk to Sanford.
You take your
Yes.
real spot, and then I'll take Chris's headset.
I've done enough damage to this already.
That gives me an easier escape when it's time for me to go to bed.
Yeah, I am headed out probably in about 5 minutes or so myself. I think Alex is going to talk to Trent from what I heard in a little bit about the whole
That's gonna be nice.
about the pinball betting thing. So I will be listening to that intently
Yeah.
and see what they want to say about that while Eric is playing a fun game of Deadpool.
Because I'm not going to tell you that I don't listen to pinball commentary when I'm driving.
Yeah.
I don't watch it, but I do listen to it through the car to
Well, I
see
appreciate that.
to see who's still playing and to see what we learn. And
Oh my God, Chris.
yes, we were talking about Price is Right pinball because I was talking about the Price is Right bonus match screen on Deadpool.
Yes, and
Deadpool. So we were talking
it's not
about
the first time that's come up tonight because we had the idea, and I think I've seen it before, where people have done competitions based on Price is Right scoring.
That's awesome.
They set a score. You have to come as close as you can to it without going over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was just saying to Chris that I just want a machine where whenever I lose a ball, it goes. Bah, 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 bah.
I want that too.
That would be so great.
I want that in my life, actually. Not just in pinball. I want that everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. A friend of mine has that on his phone, and it's excellent. Oh, he saved that, but he's endangered, so he's got to be careful. And then multi-ball is new car multi-ball. Like when you get multi-ball, it's a new car.
Da, 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 bum,
Da-da-da.
bum, dun, 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 dun.
Da-da-da,
Yeah,
da,
yeah.
da, da, da,
Plinko
da,
should
da,
absolutely
da,
be a
da.
thing. You're right.
Yeah,
But Pli-
Plinko in the back, in the back.
every mode is a pricing game.
Oh yeah.
You start the game. The plunge is simply you have to hit one of the four. You have to hit one of the 4 stations for pricing.
And if you
And
get
if
the
you hit
right
the
one,
right
that's your
one,
skill shot.
And you get $1.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The $1 skill shot.
I hated those $1 people. Like, who the hell are you? You know?
The best ones are when the third person does it, and then the second person can do $2.
Yeah.
And completely screw them over.
And then I wonder how we would do the Showcase Showdown, because, the Showcase Showdown, like the first one is always crappy.
Right.
Like the first one is like, here's a sailboat and a plastic dog
And a trip to Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah, and then the second one is like, enjoy your new car while you're driving around Jamaica.
In your new car, which
Yeah.
you get delivered directly to you in Jamaica.
Exactly.
Oh, God, the shooter can be the wheel.
Oh,
yes!
boop, 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 boop. Oh.
And if you get the super skill shot, you get the chance to spin again for the chance at 5,000 or 10,000.
Oh, my
5
gosh.
million or 10 million points. Oh, my God!
You know, I
The
have
scoring works itself out here.
the scoring just scores itself.
The scoring scores itself.
And I have
because
literally-
remember, Drew Carey is the king of points not mattering.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. I have literally not watched Price is Right since Bob Barker's last episode.
Really?
Yet I still remember all of this crap. That's how much of an impact this show has had on our culture.
I believe it.
You know,
And the
and
Drew
then-
Carey show is very good.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Level 1 homebrew. Oh my God.
Oh.
I
Let's see
think
who
it could
can
happen.
we call for some mods?
Chris, want to build a pinball machine?
Yeah, you want to?
He knows how to do some code. He could do all the coding.
Oh snap!
Keystone Defiant could absolutely do
This
it.
is the second
Eric's
time
got
he's
his name
played
on the board. Yes.
Twice.
Nice.
He's done this twice. He just beat himself. He just put in high score number 4 before, and it went from 1-2-3 to 1-3-4.
Very nice.
So he's.
Oh
Dun,
my
dun,
days.
dun, dun.
Wah, wah. All right, I am going to head out because it is 10 o'clock or so. I think Alex is going to jump back on here in just a minute.
Okay.
I need a Zan hug
Oh, I need to.
because I have not given you a
I
hug
know.
yet today.
We haven't done that yet.
No,
Well,
no hugs.
I'm gonna go home too because
Cool.
I'm old and it's bedtime.
It is.
So we got to find Alex.
Who's right there.
All right.
And I think he's going to find Trent, who is not playing pinball right now.
All right.
So I'm going to let them talk about their thing, and I'm going to sign out for the night.
Okay.
So Penn Stadium, everybody who's been here, Wolfman, Red Dragon, Keystone Defiant. I'm forgetting a ton of people. I know I'm forgetting a ton of people. You can kick my butt
That's
later for that.
adorable.
What's that? This?
Who just said it? They hacked ACDC to propose. Who said that?
That was Chris, and
That
I
was
remember
Chris?
that he did it. Chris, post a picture.
That
I
is
remember when
adorable.
you did that. I know you have a picture. Please post it. That needs to become a thing again. And by the way, also, thank you to everybody who has subbed, who has given donations tonight, who has given bits.
Thank you for the bits.
You guys are freaking awesome, and I am so appreciative of it. Thank you guys so much. In fact, I'm going to reset it and give you guys a special thank you, except my bot's not working, so it's not letting me do it. Thank you for nothing, Streamlabs chat box.
Thank you for nothing.
Oh my
chat
God,
box.
get that beauty sleep. It's tough being a star. I don't even want to hear it. Yes, I'm aware I was on a stream last night that had like 700 people on it. I don't care. I'm
That's-
not a star yet.
That's as famous as I would expect to be on a Sunday night.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell you about that later. It was completely out of the blue too.
That is amazing.
We'll talk about
I
that
saw
maybe
the
on
photos.
Sunday. You
I
saw
saw
the
the
photo?
photos. Yes, I did.
And I mean, Professor Berman is a very, very big streamer, big fan
yeah.
of his from a long time.
That is cool.
We'll talk about that on Sunday at the Baldwin Pinball Tournament because I will be back here on the mic
All right,
on
I'm
Sunday.
gonna try to be here for a little bit, if nothing else, to like donate a couple bucks,
I would love that.
even if I can't, because I have another thing on Sunday.
Yes.
But I'd like to try and do both things.
Well, then come here, get on the mic. We'll talk. We will
Get on the
you
mic,
can
talk
join me
while
and
I
come
can, give like $10 or something like that, and then
interview with Scott next time. Oh my God. I have thought about wanting to do a podcast, so
I'll do
maybe
it.
interviewing would be a thing. We talked about you're
Yeah.
going to help me with it.
I ask the hard questions.
Who says we're asking questions? It was just going to be singing cartoons for 2 hours.
We totally need to do that.
That needs to be a thing.
That needs to happen. We need to have the Scott and Zan sing-along hour.
That will absolutely be an episode of the podcast.
And our first one, I think, needs to be Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh yes!
For Luke Perry, who passed today.
Rest in peace, my man Luke.
Yeah.
Ohio's own Luke Perry.
Ohio's own Luke Perry.
It is.
Pike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the film.
Yep.
So fun. All right, don't leave me here by myself.
I'm
Get
not.
Alex
I'm
over
getting
here.
Alex right now.
All right.
Alex, I'm handing off to you, and I'm heading out.
All right.
Everybody have a good one. Penn Stadium's going to sponsor it.
All right. Good night, Scott. Have a nice night.
All right. This is yours.
All righty.
We have not talked about Fantasy Sumo yet tonight. We need to mention that. Oh.
Fantasy Sumo.
DJ
Coming up with
tried to
Alex.
get us to talk about Fantasy Sumo, but I got
On the
sidetracked.
stream.
And I will get Trent. Because Trent still has to come over, right?
You never know. How's it going, Alex?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Zan?
I'm all right. I'm getting ready to head out.
I feel like most people are.
Well, you know, we're old. We have bedtimes now. It's weird. It's like, you know, in a span of 20 years, I go from the time I start going out is now the time I start going to bed.
Yeah.
It's a bizarre thing. So.
Willow started working at Starbucks, so my schedule's all over the place. Because, like, the alarm's set for, I think, 4 in the morning right now.
Oh, if she's doing that morning Starbucks thing?
Ooh, yep.
Yeah.
So take Willow to work then, and then I come home and go to sleep, so I got to go pick them up from work.
Nice.
So I go to bed at, like, anywhere from, depending on how early they have to be at work, anywhere from, like, 5 to 7 a.m. is my bedtime now.
Wow.
But it's not terrible when you get off of work here at like 1 in the morning anyway.
No, that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad.
It's just, I hate sleeping during the, I feel like I just don't sleep as well when it's light outside.
You don't, because your circadian rhythms are programmed to be lunar based.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, yeah, my husband lately has been trying to hit some deadlines. So he's been up till like, 8 in the morning sometimes.
Whoa.
And it's knocking him right on his ass most days. So what's Willow's Starbucks? What one is?
The one right there.
Oh, okay. So right over here. So that's an easy commute for both of you to do.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So that's cool. I used to go there a lot more often because I would come up here like before I ate. I'm like, I have to eat something. I'll get eggs and cheese from Starbucks.
Yeah, I never
Really good times.
drank anything from Starbucks until Willow started working there.
Well, a friend of mine came. He came to visit from Texas when his mom was in the hospital, and he was staying with me. And he would go, and I lived so close to a Starbucks that in my bedroom, my Starbucks app was always trying to open because we were so close to the Starbucks. So I had to get rid of that app because it drove me crazy. But he would come home with like cafe caramel mochas and stuff, and I'll be like, damn it, that smells good. And then I became kind of addicted to Starbucks now.
Well, I never even drank. I was one of those people that I'm like, I don't want a coffee drink that's cold. I want piping hot black coffee, and that's it.
Yeah, see, and when I was able to have caffeine, I was like that too. Like the black is night and hot. But now it's like, okay, well, maybe just a nice coffee with some coconut milk in it would be delicious. So, because now I'm just drinking it for the flavors. So.
Yeah. Well, then I think part of it was just that I realized, because black coffee has that, it's on a very particular clock. Like when it's fresh in the cup, it's so hot that you're just like,
yes.
And then you wait too long, and the second it's not hot, it's absolutely gross, I think.
It's horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. And it's just not.
And I never seem to finish my cup in time, or I forget about it, and then it just goes to waste.
It's like that little last bit of warm, foamy beer. It's like, just throw it away. Just throw it away. Nobody needs to know. So, all right. Well, I'm going to head out.
All righty. Well, thank you for hopping on and joining us this evening.
I will see you next week, and I will probably eventually wind up here for trivia some night.
Oh, awesome. Are you coming for the tournament Sunday by chance?
I'm going to try and come for a little. I have another thing I have to do on Sunday, so hopefully they will, only overlap a little bit so I can try and hit both things.
Okay.
So I'd like to come for a little bit, at least just say hi and maybe donate like $10, $20 or something.
All righty. Well, if I don't
So
see you
that'd be good.
Sunday, I'll see you Monday.
See you Monday, yeah. And I'm serious, man. Do some Simpsons trivia night, and I will be there for that.
We can probably talk him into it. I think this week's Rick and Morty, so if Rick and Morty's an available
if Rick and Morty
category,
can do it, yeah.
I think Simpsons could.
Simpsons could probably get in there. All right. Have a good night, Alex. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you very much.
Say hi to
You
Willow
too.
for me.
I will. All right, so if you guys can believe it, Trent's game is still going on. From when I last asked him if he would, when Chris was on commentary with me, I asked if he, if he would hop on and say a few words. I didn't tell him what it was about, so that way he couldn't tell me no based on content matter. I will give him the option to not have an opinion, or I don't know if he's like allowed to talk about it or really address it or anything. I'm just curious what his thoughts are. So if he's not allowed to talk about it, I'll respect his, I won't push, but I would like to just hear what he thinks. So at bare minimum, even if not that many, if more people watch pinball, that's a good thing. Like, way more people, I feel like, end up watching fighting games than play them.
And that's okay, because that's, what makes people want to sponsor stuff, just pay for ad space, all that kind of thing. So that'd be fantastic, in my book at least. Or I guess, like, horse racing is a prime example. Like, I would say that, probably 99% of people that bet on horse racing aren't people that actively horse race or raise horses or anything like that. And still kind of in the realm of betting. I don't know if you overheard Scott talking about it. He said he was going to try to bring it up, but Level 1 is having its first Fantasy Sumo League. It is starting the 10th of this month. If you are interested, it's free to enter. Probably a small prize for whoever wins. Even if you don't know anything about sumo, I'm going to switch this really quick over here. Even if you do not know anything about sumo, DJ has provided this awesome binder for the Level 1 Fantasy Sumo League, where you will open it up. So let me see if I can find the spreadsheet or paper. So the paper looks like this. You will pick one wrestler out of each of these sections to be your representative, and you're stuck with them the whole time. So, and then if they win, you get points. If they lose, you don't get any points. And I think that's pretty that simple. And then in here we've got everyone separated by the sections with their profiles, some information, their stats, records. Oh, shoot, I can never remember. But everything you need to know about the wrestlers or any sort of information if you're trying to pick to play for serious, or if you come in here, we've usually got sumo going on one of our TVs for people to enjoy. But yeah, you can get any sort of information or light information here. Most of us will tell you if you're joining, please pick Hakuho. He's really freaking good. Last season or last tournament, he I think he was, out of 15 matches, he was 14-0, and then he got injured. So yeah, but awesome. It'll be fun. If I'm not mistaken, there's an app in the works to help out, so we're not doing it on pen and paper. Maybe the next time it comes around. But what about betting on Salty Bet? Oh. So, but yes, before I answer that, closing out on sumo. The Fantasy League starts the 10th, so if you have any interest, even if you want to play, if you've never even been to the bar and you're just a viewer and you would like to participate, you can actually see sumo in the background on that TV. And Chris Lemon that works here made a Fantasy Sumo sign for us right there. But yeah, if you would like to participate and you're just one of our stream viewers, let us know. Send us at least an email address or something to get a hold of you at. And then we can get you in there. We can send you all the information, I'm sure. And you're more than welcome to participate with us. I don't think that would be a problem at all. So, all right, let me catch up. I'm going to ask if it was a yes. Oh, okay. Oh, talking about a proposal, I take it. Alex, what about betting on Salty Bet? Chris, what do you mean about how would I feel about betting on Salty Bet? Oh, or do you mean like how I was talking about most of the people that play? Oh, so, okay, we've got Trent with us now. The moment you've all been waiting for. Oh, is it stuck under there? All right. And just pull your mic down for me. Okay, so everyone wanted to know what your opinion on the offshore betting for the Stern Championships is.
My opinion?
Yeah, how do you feel about it?
Oh, I don't care. We've done it before in Europe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Sweden, every time we bet in Sweden, they have it too.
That's awesome.
And I think in Copenhagen when we were over there, they also had it.
Okay. Do you feel, so people's concerns before were like the idea of gambling when pinball was looked at gambling as before, and now we've gotten away from that, so is this a potential bad look? Or I wanted to say no, because before it was you were gambling playing the game, not as an outsider looking in for the concept of sport, right?
Talking about other people gambling on us?
Yes. That's a newer concept, at least in the States then, right?
Yeah, although I thought we did it for the state championship too.
Oh, okay. So this is the first I've heard about it, and I think it's awesome because I compared it to like horse racing. Like most of the people that bet on horse racing don't race horses themselves. They don't raise horses or do
right.
So if you can get more people watching pinball, that's got to be great for the community, even if it's just out of the betting aspect.
Well, yeah, I don't know if they're going to be televised, are they? Or as far as
I thought
at
I
the
saw
sports
some-
book, I don't think they're going to be televised.
Okay, that I don't know, but I thought it's on ESPN this year, or ESPN 8 or something. It's being broadcasted, isn't it?
I'm not sure what they're broadcasting, though.
Oh,
Are they going to be
okay.
broadcasting the competition, or?
I had just saw a little snippet online, so I'm not 100% sure. But
I don't know either.
Hopefully they do, because that's really cool.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, everyone was just kind of curious what you had thought about that.
No, it's nothing new.
Nothing new.
Yeah.
Are all of these then just ranked? I think we had it pulled up. Are all of these just ranked based upon IFPA ranking then?
This is for this. That's a good question.
I mean, it looks
It might
like
be. I don't know. Is Steven? Is Bowden? He's
Yep.
not. Is he ranked third? He's not ranked third, is he?
I don't know. I guess we can check. Is it just IFPA.com?
IFPA pinball.
So third is no. Oh,
Yeah, because Steven's not even in the top. He's down. He's number 12, so it's not the order.
Okay. So that's interesting then, where they're pulling these
Raymond
odds from.
Keith and Eric are. Well, I think Steven finished number 1 in the circuit finals or circuit rankings.
Okay.
So that may have been where that came from. They
Okay.
jumped him up a little bit.
And Escher's the real young guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yep,
So
out of Denver.
I saw him up here. And
Yeah, which he's got a much better chance than he's ranked. That's a good bet.
when I saw Fred too.
Richardson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably in there somewhere.
He's one of the 7500s. Yep, right here.
Carl D'Angelo's a good bet. That's a really good bet.
I just seeing these numbers kind of blew me away too, where it's like, so that's telling me I bet $100. That's what I'm winning back. So, I mean, I put $100 on you all day if they're telling me I get 900 back.
Yeah, I think that's what they're saying. 9-1.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is tough. If I was going to put $100 down, I'd probably put it on probably on Escher.
Ooh, the Trent hot take, $100 on Escher.
I put 100 on Escher and 100 on Carl.
Interesting. And is that just due to there being undersold?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because they both have good chances of winning.
And will this, so because this is the Stern Championship, I'm assuming it's all Stern games then? Or no?
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's old and new.
Oh, so all of Stern's lifespan then?
Yeah, so, you know,
Okay.
like we had Free Fall there last year, and the list is up here somewhere, but.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all Sterns, new and old.
Awesome. And when does that take place?
This is this coming weekend. We're headed up to Chicago. The circuit finals is going to be on Saturday at the Bottom
Okay.
Lounge, and then on Sunday we'll have the heads-up tournament.
All righty. Well, we wish you the best of luck. And thank
All
you
right.
for coming and talking
Hey,
to
no
me, man.
problem.
I appreciate
Thank
it
you.
always.
Thanks for having us out.
Always, Trent, always. Oh, so there we go, everybody. We got the word from Trent and the hot take on the best bets if you want to jump in. Escher and Carl. I don't know what you guys think about all that. But I find that crazy, though. I mean, I had never heard about the betting on pinball, and apparently it's, I mean, in Europe, maybe it's just more lax about that kind of thing. But I find that awesome. I really, really do. And it's, especially that it's not a big deal. I don't know. So Escher, if we look at this real quick, Escher is at a plus 2,000. If anyone else is, I don't know if I'm allowed to post this in Twitch chat. I guess I can, and if I get yelled at, I get yelled at. In case you guys are curious about this as well. But here's where all of the odds are and whatnot. If you would like to follow along with what I am scrolling through. So Escher is at plus 2,000. So I bet $100, I win 2,000 back. That's pretty cool. And he said Carl D'Angelo plus 7,500. Interesting. Trent should provide a betting odds service new podcast. That would be awesome. That would really be cool. I love when Trent actually gets to talk, and I love to listen to him. It's honestly sweet. He is so much knowledge. I've been to his barn maybe twice and played over there, and I was just in awe looking at how many trophies and whatnot he had there, and it was awesome. Very, very awesome. I mean, an entire wall of trophies. I was born in '91, and I just look up there, and I'm pretty sure I found a trophy from the year I was born. And I'm like, okay, so Trent was obviously winning then and is arguably better than he has been now. That's very impressive to keep up a skill set at that high of a caliber for that long. At least in my opinion, it is. Staying that sharp is really, really awesome. So with that, I think we're going to shut the stream down for the night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Thank you very much for all of the bits. Nap Arcade and Penn Stadium, you guys were great tonight. Thank you. I always appreciate you jumping in, being so active in the chat. Chris, I hope you are feeling better, and hope to have you back with us next week. Always appreciate you on commentary. But I think for the night, we're going to wrap up there. I hope that was good enough from Trent for you guys. I'm glad we at least got him on the microphone. People say it's kind of hard to have that, hard to get him on. But he cooperated quite nicely. I just turned around and asked him, and he hopped right in there. So thanks again, everyone. Have a good evening. We will be back on Sunday for the St. Baldrick's tournament, charity tournament, and back with League again on Monday. So thank you once again, and have a good night, everyone.